Streaming. Oh, wait. Does that mean we're live now?
Did you hit live?
Yeah.
Then we're live.
Are we
Oh,
live?
hold on. Wait.
Are we live on
Hold
YouTube
on,
too?
I'm going to do that. I don't.
To this.
Oh,
I'm going to check on the YouTubes.
on the YouTubes.
We are a very professional operation here.
When Justin gets to
Hey, we're live.
We are live? Hey!
Look.
You're
Okay.
listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
Pounds the ball up the middle, and I've seen a lot of movement shots. Oh, yeah, baby, he's dominating right now.
There was a little bit throaty, a little bit of stitch.
in there.
Oh, Hannah.
Oh, Hannah. You know, last week, so we had Sean cover for you 2 weeks in a row,
Yeah.
even though he didn't know the second week until like we were getting ready to go. And he's like, oh, sure, I can do it. But he like took off his headphones when I made my sound effect the second week because I was that loud and annoying. And I was like, wow, Justin really must have built up a pain tolerance over the
No,
years.
Sean's just dramatic. He was like, he had to do the dramatic thing. He was like, oh, my ears can't handle this noise. I must take off my headphones.
Anyway.
This is the scrimmage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was waiting. See, our roles are reversed, Justin.
Should I have made the noise?
Oh,
You know what?
ruined it
When
up.
you're gone, I don't do that.
Oh, what do you do?
How do you
I've had start a show?
Andrew and I have talked about this before
Wait,
on
how
the
do you
air.
get- how do you-
where
how
it's
do-
like
Wait, what do you
every
mean?
single time I
Wait, what do
psych
you
myself
mean?
up and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make some kind of crazy noise and I'm gonna do it, and then like the intro song ends and then I'm like, hello everyone, welcome to the scrimmage. It just never comes out.
Dude, do you just go like straight NPR podcasty, like from Parks and Rec, just like, hello,
Yeah,
I'm Justin Domashevitz.
a little bit. It's kind of like that.
Do not mention my heritage. Like, is that how you just host podcast shows?
It's all-
Because
it
you have a
only-
very diverse heritage.
I only do that like I only do it right at the very beginning.
Okay.
And then I go back to like my normal annoying way of speaking.
You know what I missed most about when you were here?
What?
Or when you
You
know what I
missed,
missed
You
most?
missed me being here?
Yeah. You know
Okay.
why? Because I forgot to like just purposefully mispronounce things when Sean was doing the show with us. I don't think I mispronounced one word.
Did you say the word Tuesday?
I did. And Thursday and Friday.
Wednesday?
I don't think I said Wednesday.
Because the notes weren't, you just copy pasted them from the Daily World.
Yeah.
Where he was spending 100% of his mental effort editing it as he went.
Oh.
That's so true.
So here
I even said Black Hills.
Balake?
I said I did not say Balake Hills. I said
That's
Black
not
Hills.
like you.
And it came out of my mouth and it hurt me.
Were you trying to impress Sean?
No, I think Andrew's right.
What?
So I was spending 100% of my mental effort like editing as I was reading it.
Andrew said that? I wasn't listening.
You generally don't.
As I know that
So where were you? Oh, sorry. I'll let you speak.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I feel like your previous work experience has prepared you for that. Like you can look at a lot of information and then
Yeah.
be like, here's the important parts. I'm going to read that.
I try.
I have a hard time with that.
You know what? It prepares me and it also traps me for it because I'm like, I can just do this and then do a terrible job. I still feel bad for the listeners of the 6 a.m. sharp news broadcast on KXRO during like the last 3 years that I was doing it because some of those reads were pretty rough. Those were like, oh, that's all right. I wrote this. Of course I can just do it. And then I would do like the state read and I'd be like, and then the man, as I'm like trying to edit while I read it, drove into the ditch.
I'm so bad at multitasking, I guarantee you I wouldn't be able to do that.
Dude, it's
I have a hard enough time doing one task at a time. Like trying to do two things at a time, that's not going to work out for me.
You know what? I don't recommend it. Do not recommend. Like right now, I'm doing multiple things at a time because I'm trying to share our link to our show.
Yeah.
And
also talk
on
on the podcast,
the podcast
which you are
that
sharing
I'm trying to share
too.
Also, like if you watch the video, like I'm looking at the video right now, I'm like in this dark corner over
You
here.
are.
I'm in the darkness. All you can see is my orange stripe. By the way, this is what a true fan does. I don't want to say that because Andrew's not wearing any Cougar gear, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't on purpose. No. But when beavers get crushed by the ducks, we still wear, like I'm head to toe beavs right now. I've got beaver socks on. I've got my Luton jersey.
What about your underpants? Beaver themed. Nope, they're blue.
Ah, they're baby blue. I messed up the underpants. Gosh, dang
Good
it.
color though.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we should, since the show just started and we haven't just been rambling for 10 minutes, we should apologize for the visuals here. It's not ideal. I do actually have, you might not believe it, but I have a ring light that I'm trying to light up things with, but it just seems to not be doing anything, probably because of the very bright backlighting.
Yep.
We're at my house today in my garage.
Yeah. Also be my fault, by the way. Like, I'm sorry.
I
haven't
forgive
slept,
you.
I haven't slept in 3 weeks, so I was like, can I drive 15 minutes instead of an hour today?
Yeah.
And so I forced Andrew to drive, and I forced you to host. So I feel like I just made both of you guys work harder for me selfishly. So I apologize.
Well, you did most of the other work, so
Sure. Wait till you see the quality of that other work.
I just assume that it's going to be a very well thought out, organized show sheet like I would have made.
Like you would have made like 2 years ago, or you would have made like this year?
Like in the spring.
With that, let's start it going with the local sports roundup.
Oh. Oh my. Those
Yeah.
are just scores.
Yeah. All right. Aberdeen's game. We're going to start with them, even though that it was on Saturday. Aberdeen's game at Rochester has been postponed. It was postponed, but they got it in on Saturday, and they won 35-20. You know what? Somebody told me an interesting name for Rochester.
Yeah.
Rotten chest hair.
Oh.
Yeah, Aaron
Oh.
Anderson told me that at our Bible study on Thursday.
Does
And he's like,
yeah.
he's like, do people still call him rotten chest hair? And I was like, I mean, I've heard Crotchester, which I haven't actually heard. I think I made it up on the spot because I was like, you know what?
I'm 100% sure I've heard you say that.
Have I said that?
Yeah.
Micah Schroeder had an awesome game. This was a back and forth affair, according to Luke Martin, who I talked to today at church. That's what I'm sourcing this information from.
Okay.
At one point, this was a 21-20 Aberdeen lead, and then in the second half, Aberdeen dominated and got the 35-20 win and shut down the Power T. Your turn.
That's an impressive win. I thought that Rochester team was going to be pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Returning a couple of really good backs.
Rodriguez is huge.
Montesano picked up a 47-7 win over Black Hills on Friday, thanks in large part to Chris Tobar being perfect on extra points, making a field goal, and successfully converting 2 onside kicks.
Nice.
Zach Timmons had 2 touchdowns. Gunter and Kreitz and Perry also each scored, and there must have been one more, but I can't think of who it was. But anyway, it was a really good dominant performance by Montesano. Black Hills only scored a garbage time touchdown when all the second teams were in. So really just good overall performance there from the Bulldogs.
And you called one of the onside kicks a torpedo kick.
Yeah.
Are you taking that from like the torpedo bat?
Isn't that what we called Felix's kicks when he was...
What did we call it?
I thought it was because he shoots it at someone like a torpedo.
Was it? For some reason, torpedo's not sounding right. I know what you're talking about. Like he would just like sniper kick it at somebody.
For those who don't know,
That was awesome.
that was like when a kicker is really good and they kick the ball as hard as they can right at someone, and then it bounces off that person from the opposing team, and then you recover it.
Yes.
Felix was a master at it. Tobar's
Absolutely.
really good at it too.
Nice. Hoquiam knocked off Raymond South Bend at Raymond, by the way, not at South Bend. I was on my way to Raymond. Thank you to Coach Kenny Wakefield for getting back to me on text and saying, no, the game's at Raymond, not at South Bend. So then I went there. And
I like the South Bend field.
the South Bend field is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Raymond's not bad.
No, it's a nice
The
facility.
field, the facility's nice.
Yeah.
But the field's still
yeah.
grass and lumpy and hard to read the numbers. But Hoquiam and South Bend, they had a close game going at the beginning. Hoquiam opened with a touchdown drive where their freshman quarterback KJ McCoy looked real sharp.
He's a good player.
He's a good player. That was after a 3-and-out punt by Raymond South Bend. Then Hoquiam drove down the field, got a touchdown run from Ethan Byron of 5 yards. The extra point was good also
fast.
by Byron. Byron is fast. Yes, we played against him in church league softball. Fast guy.
Yeah.
Then Raymond South Bend fumbled 2 plays later,
That's bad.
and Hoquiam went down and scored again, but Ethan Byron got a little bit of the hooks with his kicks. He didn't, I don't think he made another kick. He hooked them all like a bad golfer. But the opposite kind of bad golfer than I am. I slice.
Yeah, I
He
slice
hooked-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Hoquiam got the ball back again. Oh, wait, no. Then Raymond South Bend scored on it. So then Chris Banker, remember him?
Record breaker.
Record breaker, athlete of the week winner last week. He took a 67-yard touchdown to the house on their next drive. And that dude's fast. Like,
Yeah.
he's not just big.
Yeah.
He's fast.
He's
Like,
super athletic. He also has an incredible vert. Dude. During basketball season, it's very obvious.
He was a stud in this game. So then that made it 13-7. Then Hoquiam on their first offensive play fumbled. And so it was like, oh man, I thought Hoquiam was going to kind of take this, but the momentum shifted so hard. But then on the second play for Banker, he gained 10 yards and then fumbled at the end of that run. And after that, it was pretty much all Grizz the rest of the game. They end up winning 31-7 in this matchup. A couple of the good performers. We'll talk about Kingston Case later. He had a ton of yards rushing and a couple of touchdowns. KJ McCoy also had an excellent game.
Good player.
He had 204 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. And Lincoln Nemi had a touchdown and a couple of long receptions.
And 4 TFLs, I heard.
You know what? Wasn't in the stat sheet, apparently. But talked to Lincoln this morning. And I saw one of the TFLs, by the way.
Just one?
That's a good point.
We have to go watch the film.
Yeah, we need to go watch the film.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a fun game down there in Pat County. It's always fun to get those Grace Harbor Pat County games going.
I love the fact that
our
RSB started playing Hoquiam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 2 years in a row now. I hope they keep it going.
Yeah, I want to see Elma and some of the other local teams play RSB and
They have a-
PWV and stuff.
They have a bigger roster than Hoquiam right now, too. Like, more players.
Yeah.
And also, they have some big kids on that Raymond team. We walked up. I did the game with a Hoquiam alum, Brett Peelan.
Nice.
And we walked onto the field and we went, man, who's that guy? He's a tight end, Aaron Samaro, 6'3", 230.
That's big.
And he looks like a college tight end.
It's a big boy.
Not quite as fast as a college tight end, but he looks like one.
Okay.
Anyway, there's some big boys.
Running down some of the other scores in football, we don't really have a lot of stats from these games
I don't
yet,
know what
but
you're
they
talking
will
about.
be coming out soon, I'm sure. Elma fell to Squim 49-30. PL Willapa Valley fell to Toledo 40-6.
Holy
Ocosta
Toledo.
topped North Beach 44-38. And
Oh,
Tahola
Ocosta.
fell to Northwest Christian 42-0.
Christian schools.
While Wishkah Valley dominated the Washington School for the Deaf
That's not
56-13. I don't know. I heard that WA School for the Deaf team talks a lot of crap.
Dude.
I'm not joking.
Sometimes they're really good.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I what I heard is that team talks a lot of crap.
On to girls prep soccer.
I'm serious.
I know.
Okay.
I know. But everything running through my head, Justin, is just unkind.
So we should move on.
Yes.
Let's dwell here for a while.
No.
Okay.
Girls prep soccer. Aberdeen took down Elma 2-1.
Go Cats.
Aberdeen scored 2 unanswered goals to beat the Eagles at Stewart Field. Just 1 minute after Aberdeen failed to convert a breakaway attempt, the Eagles struck early when sophomore midfielder Zippy Valentine, gotta believe she's related to Beta, scored on a shot from the top of the 18-yard box off an assist from senior midfielder Chloe Denise. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I'm going with it. Just 5 minutes into the game, the Bobcats tied the game when a long throw-in from senior defender Alyssa Yakovich went off the head of an Eagles defender. Oh, man, dome-pieced her. Like that. It's like dodgeball no-no right there. And then it bounced right over to Aberdeen's Shade Dunlap, and the sophomore converted a crisp one-touch half volley with her left foot inside the far post 10 yards away to tie the game at 1. The Bobcats then maintained pressure, and with 18 minutes left to play, quick mental editing there, Aberdeen's Kennedy Kludzy sent a ball wide to junior midfielder Arani Garcia, who sent a cross to Dunlap for a tap-in goal and a 2-1 victory.
Of course, Montesano's girls soccer team topped Centralia 3-1
Take
on
that, Centralia.
Thursday in Montesano.
Oh, well done.
Lex Stanfield assisted on all 3 goals.
Yep.
One was scored by Olivia Reinvan, one scored by Jalen Butterfield, and then one scored by Macy Sanchez as the Bulldogs improved to 4-1-1 on the season.
Bro, you just did a bunch of really nice mental editing there.
Thank you.
As you were going, that was nice. That's not what was written down, folks.
Thank you, King.
Dude, my guy. That was awesome. Girls prep swimming. Aberdeen was like, River Ridge, you don't know how to swim. Aberdeen won its opening match of the season 108-53, over doubled them in points. That was Wednesday in Lakey. I'm kidding, that's Lacey. Head coach Ann Isley cited seniors Isabella Melville and Wendy Neal for their swims in the 500-yard freestyle and the 100 breaststroke, respectively. Isley also commended the performance of freshmen Janine Kramer, Olivia Vines, Madison Alberts, and Cami Rojas, as well as Elma swimmer Taylor Nemsmith, North Beach's Arabella Porter, and Hoquiam's Sophie King.
Aberdeen's volleyball team continued a dominant start
So
to the
good.
season on Thursday in Tenino. They've won 12 sets to just 1 loss in their first 4 victories this season. They beat Tenino 3-0. Junior defensive specialist Daniela Alaves Oropeza. And thank you. And sophomore Maddie Baker combined to go 33 for 34 in service for the Bobcats. Hadley Lowry had 7 kills. Mia Halleck had 21 assists.
Dang.
And Sophia Knutson had 10 digs to lead the Bobcats.
I don't know if you know this. Sophia Knutson, really good at volleyball.
Yeah, and basketball.
Yeah, it's true.
Good athlete. She's good. She's a good player.
Raymond South Bend claimed its first victory of the season with a 3-1 win over Napavine. Take that, Napavine. On to Thursday at Napavine High School. The Ravens started hot to sweep the first 2 games, 25-8 and 25-17. But after playing 5 sets against Toledo 2 days prior, fatigue began to show, apparently. RSB was like, meh, they got back on it. And they got great performances from sophomore hitter Macy Enlow and junior Olivia White-Kelly to take the match with a 25-20 win in the 4th game.
And uncharacteristically, did we skip a Monty volleyball game?
They lost, so I skipped it.
Oh, you know what?
I like good news here.
That's the math I do often when I put the local sports roundups together. If there's a lot,
Dude, there's
if
a
somebody
lot.
lost. Sorry, but you know.
Yeah, there's so much here that I was like, there's lost. No.
What was the one you just did?
I just did Raymond South Bend.
Napavine?
Yep.
Okay. Acosta picked up a 1B Coastal League victory with a 3-0 shutout over Wishkah Valley on Thursday in Wishkah. Led by another outstanding performance from sophomore Bella Pratt, Acosta won in straight sets 25-13, 25-17, and 25-20. Pratt led all the way for the Wildcats with 19 aces. That's a lot. Setter Ava Tucker had 9 assists, while junior outside hitter Ava Weimer led Acosta with 6 kills. That sounds... Should somebody have called the police?
I think so.
That's a lot of kills.
I don't think
I mean,
that's-
one kill
Volleyball is
usually gets you arrested.
Dude, volleyball's a violent sport.
Yeah, it is.
They kill, they dig, and somebody assists with the whole thing.
Wait, you have to dig after you kill because
Yeah.
that's where you put the body.
Exactly.
Yeah. You kill, you dig, you fill.
Oh, snap. Whoa. Willapa Valley wrapped up a busy week with a straight set victory over Tahola on Thursday at Tahola High School. See what I did there? Playing in their third game in a week, the Vikings defeated Chitwins.
You're out of control.
Senior setter, not Carissa Otterstetter, sorry, Serena's senior setter, Lauren Matlock.
Yeah.
Also, no, it's Willapa Valley. Never mind. Lauren Matlock, sorry, something different. Dished out a game-high 22 assists, mostly to middle blockers Tyler Keaton and Paisley Hurley, who had 16 and 9 kills apiece. That seems illegal. Valley senior outside hitter Rylan Channel had 10 digs to lead the Vikings defense.
I am tempted to skip this next one because of the no grubs rule that we have on this podcast.
There's a
but,
lot of grubs in this.
Here you go.
Uh-oh.
In case anyone didn't know, grubs are good at stuff.
Dang it. I'm sorry I didn't edit this out earlier.
Twin brothers Colton and Caden Grubb led Montesano to a golf victory over Rochester, 180-191. Both Caden and Colton scored 44 to tie with Rochester's Clayton Knutson for co-medalist of the match. Each Grubb parred 3 of their 9 holes because they are jerks who can't not be good at things and also just really nice people. Rufus Krakowski shot a 45 and Aaron Black shot a 47 for the Bulldogs on the leaderboard. And also I love the Grubb boys. They're really nice kids.
Also,
it just bothers me when people are like so good at everything
Yeah.
and then you talk to them and you think, well, at least they're going to be jerks, and then they're just not.
Also nice. I mean, Colton was helping my wife at the wiffle ball tournament while he was umping, like giving her advice.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I beamed him in the face as he was rounding second base with a home run, just because I was trying to be silly and like throw the ball near him, and I missed and hit him in the face.
Yeah.
The next game, he was still like giving my wife pointers on how to
It's
hit.
because he's a nice boy.
He's so nice. Such a nice boy. Also, we like the Aberdeen Knutsons. We do not like the Rochester Knutsons.
Yeah, Rochester Knudsen, get out.
Get out. Hoquiam defeated Schleimo 174-227 on Wednesday.
Otherwise known as
at
Tenino.
Highland Golf Course in Cosmopolis. I figured since it was at Highland, bear with me on this one. Noah Taylor led the way for the Grizzlies, shooting a medalist of the match round of 41 over 9 holes of golf. Taylor converted multiple long-distance putts, including a birdie putt on the first hole to save par from just off the green. On the 8th hole, Taylor was joined on the Hoquiam leaderboard by sorry, I can't do it.
I feel like we need bagpipes as the background music.
By Aiden Hart of 43, Lucas Montour of 45, each of whom battled through an illness, and Damon Cole with a 45 as well. Whew, that hurts the throat. Gosh, how do Scottish people not have sore throats all the time?
They do. In cross-country action, Montesano runners take top spots at Hoquiam meet. Monty
Dude.
runners Benjamin Anderson
You might
and,
want to edit a lot of this, by the way.
and
Sorry.
Camille Vandevender won their respective races at the 1A Evergreen League cross-country meet on Wednesday at Hoquiam.
Notice no Schweppies.
No Schweppies.
It's weird.
Where-
Schweppy plays Schrocker now.
Schweppy's not doing cross-country?
No, Schweppy is a Shocker player now.
Schweppy plays shocker?
Schweppy plays Shocker.
Instead of running cross-country?
Surprisingly swell.
Wow.
This is terrible.
Benny Anderson won the boys' 5,000 meter race with a
Benny
time
and the Jets.
of 16 minutes and 46.08 seconds. Hoquiam's Riker Maxfield and Junior Soto. Wait, those are real athletes.
And Junior Soto used to be a football player. Yeah.
They placed second and third, respectively. Elma Jr. Frank Roberts placed sixth to lead the Eagles to the team victory with 46 points. Wow. He placed sixth and they won the team title. That's cool.
That's impressive.
Only a freshman, Van de Vender, won the girls' race with a time of 20 minutes and 38.48 seconds, more than a minute over junior teammate Zoe Ray. She's good in track too, who placed second. Elma sophomore Braylon McGinn won third place, and Monty had 5 runners place in the top 6 spots to win the team.
That'll
no
do it.
Schweppy? No Schweppy? And
Yeah.
they're still
And did you notice
sweeping?
that? Did you notice the freshman won the girls' race with with Schweppy not sweeping anymore?
Where's Schweppy?
She's playing soccer.
Schweppy. I just wanted you to say shocker.
Schweppy's playing soccer surprisingly swell.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Speaking of sheesh,
I feel like she should be upset with me.
Hoquiam honored seniors Junior Soto and Hannah Schlesser, each of whom had a personal best run to place in the top 10 on Wednesday. Full results available at athletic.net.
Yeah, I wanted people to know that. I left that in there on purpose. On purpose. Aberdeen sweeps the
It's going to be the rest of the day now.
The Aberdeen Bobcats swept the top spots. The team titles.
Nobody enjoys this as much as we do.
No.
Like, people watching right now are like, what's wrong with them?
Dude.
Even Andrew, look at his face.
Our it's our show motto though, Justin. What's our show motto?
What's a motto?
I don't know. What's a motto with you?
Hey, did you know there are no vampires in Africa?
Why not?
Because vampires get killed by holy water and they bless the rains down in Africa. This is the local sports roundup. Get it together.
This is the worst ever. Oh, this
Do
is
we have comments?
this is because dude, I can't read the comments. This is just because Justin's been gone for 2 weeks. Okay, Bobcat sophomore Cecil Gamalius won the boys race with a great time, followed by teammates Toby Nelson and Oliver Check. I'm not sure. They did great at running. The boys team tallied 22 points, well ahead of Shelton 54, North Beach 57, and Costa 112. North Beach freshman, though, Jax Hudson, led the Hayaks with a time of 20 minutes and 1 second to place 6th overall. The girls' race was dominated by Aberdeen standout Aylin Haggard, who won by more than 2 minutes. Aberdeen's Natalie Rojas, Serenity Allred, Ashley Galena Lopez, and Saveva Totaro, no idea if I said that right, placed 5th through 8th to lead the Bobcats to 15 points and the team title. North Beach placed 2nd with 46 points. It was led by Alexia Buck's 11th place finish. Costa was led by junior Ellie Mirante, who placed 10th overall. Again, you can find all those results available at athletic.net. I want people to find the results.
That's going to conclude the local sports roundup. Also, thank you to the Daily World.
Yes.
We do source
Plagiarize.
statistics
I mean,
from other
source.
places. We source statistics from other places as well. But a lot of what we get comes from them. Please support them. We are subscribers.
Yes.
We use it literally every week for our show.
Yep.
So if you are interested in making sure that we preserve the local news that we have, not just for sports, but also for local news with political stuff, and there's a lot of
Local politics is a lot more important than like what you see on Facebook nationally, so we
Yeah.
need a newspaper that can cover it.
Yeah, so support the Daily World, please, because that we're kind of looking at the last vestiges of what we have for news these days, and that's the checks and balances that
Yes.
keep the people in power in control. So support the Daily World. That's an unpaid advertisement.
now.
That's an unpaid. We pay them.
Where's the camera? There it is. I was
We
looking at
pay the
screen.
Daily World for
We pay them.
for our subscription.
Yeah.
They don't pay us, but we are still encouraging you to subscribe to them.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes you might be frustrated by the
Yeah.
service they provide. I understand that. I sometimes am too,
But
but it's very valuable and really needed.
yes. And you know what? They need more staff. And that means they need more money.
Yeah.
So give them your money.
And honestly, the people who work there do a pretty good job.
Yes.
With the resources they have.
Yes.
So
I'm shuffling over here to the side to read some comments because that's usually
is it
my
from
job
Chase?
on the
Chase
show.
had good comments.
Well, it is from Chase. And where's Justin's UNC football gear then? Oh, because
I
I'm
took
wearing
my glasses off because they don't work very well with the headphones. And so actually I look okay, so Andrew, here's the thing. You handed me your phone. I saw that it said Chase Farrier. I couldn't read any of it. And I looked at you and I nodded and I handed your phone back to you. But I don't know what any of the comments say.
Is there a reason why Andrew doesn't have a microphone?
Yeah, because we needed the third input for him to be able to play sound through. But when we talk Mariners, I'm giving him my microphone.
I've got a headset in the car with
We don't
an
have
XLR mic.
We don't have a fourth channel. Is the problem?
But there's a
this
spot
is the
for it.
output channel, so this channel had to be switched to the side.
could have had this conversation before the show.
Yeah, no, and I can explain this on air in front of everyone. This is weird actually.
This
so
sounds like a you guys problem.
yeah. So this had to be switched to the output so that we could connect to the computer. So the fourth channel disappears.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's gone.
that's what we were messing around with when you were finishing the show sheet.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you for saying that. I was also being productive.
you were being productive. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
finishing the show sheet.
I was.
Yeah, the show sheet is finished.
Andrew, there's stuff outside of the local sports roundup that I was also doing. You shut your mouth.
Andy hasn't slept in 3 weeks. Okay, so cut him some slack.
I haven't slept in 3 weeks. If anybody's got tips of how to keep a 5-month-old asleep, let me know. Okay,
Have
Chase.
you tried NyQuil?
Not yet, but I'm about to. Chase says, where's Justin's UNC football gear then?
Bourbon?
Since I'm wearing Oregon State stuff. Chase says, Rochester looked worse than last night. Their defense.
He said Rochester, though, I'm sure.
He did say Rochester.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get him to talk to us again. I figure maybe if I insult Rochester, maybe they'll start engaging with us again.
Power T, bro.
Power
Lock
T.
in.
Yeah, lock
That was
in.
so good.
Their defense didn't look good. Aberdeen ran the ball on them. Their offense is what it is, but a disciplined team should be able to stop it. Monty will beat them, unfortunately. Chase said Monty will beat them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Talking to Luke Martin this morning, he said that they went to he said they did an 8-3 and then a 6-5. They didn't worry about safeties. They didn't worry about them throwing it all. And that was their fronts. They went an 8-3 and a 6-5. And Luke said that for the most part of the game, his job was kamikaze, get destroyed by the guard, and then let the linebacker make the tackle. And he said it hurt a lot.
You have to do that, though.
Yeah, he said it hurt a lot, but it worked.
It's weird. I've watched so many teams play against that power T because it used to be Tenino before it was Rochester.
Yeah.
And I've watched my teams lose to that a couple of times.
Yeah.
And it's just all about discipline and gap integrity. Everyone goes into it knowing they're going to run the crap out of the ball and brings 8 people into the box, but you have to trust that your players are going to do the right thing on every single play.
Yep.
And sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't, but you know what? Luke also said that they actually passed the ball 5 times.
Wow.
And didn't complete a single one because Aberdeen was ready for it and sacked him 4 out of the 5 times.
Dude, I'm so good. Dude, the Myrtle Street rivalry game.
It could be fun this year,
It's
man.
going to be so
I
fun.
told Luke, I was like, "Hey, Luke, this Myrtle Street game might be more fun than usual." And he's like, "Either that or it'll just be fun for us." And I was like,
Well, okay, so here's the thing, Daniel.
I can't.
What was my takeaway after the Jambo?
The Jambo.
My takeaway after the Jambo was, I'm not making judgments yet, but Hoquiam, better than I thought.
Well, here's the thing. Let me read these comments really quick.
Yeah.
And then I'll hop in on that because
Okay.
I want to. Little Daniel, as you call him. I call
LD.
Him, I call him Daniel
My guy.
Gross. He said, okay, that was pretty good from the J. From the jump? I don't know.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, LD.
No,
That's my guy.
that can't be what
That's
he
my
said.
guy.
Then Chase
Go
said,
Huskies.
not great results, but I have a few more Elma scores from the week. He said Monday volleyball 3-0 loss to Aberdeen. Tuesday for dude. We don't want bad scores. Chase,
We skipped
I'm giving
those.
this back to Aberdeen.
We
I
skipped
skipped those
over
on
those.
purpose.
And we know Elma loses at a lot of stuff, Chase. Okay.
Ouch.
That was supposed to be a shot at Chase, not a shot at Elma.
Yeah,
So
you
anyone
messed that
else
up.
from Elma, please disregard my previous comment.
Dude, Bitcoin hoodie guy is gonna be like on top.
Where
of you.
is Bitcoin hoodie guy? I
He
miss
he
him.
commented a bunch last week.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was back.
Who is he?
I don't know. Yeah, why didn't you listen to our show?
I listened for like
Justin?
5 minutes and spammed the comments and then left.
Dude.
So
Dude,
two.
you drive for a living. Why aren't you listening to our show?
I was listening to biblical theology podcasts and budgeting.
This is when you
podcasts.
say, hey, you had an hour-plus commute every day and never listened to our show once, Daniel.
Well, you had to listen to Haunted Cosmos. How else would you know that everything is demons?
Haunted Cosmos.
You're right. That's so true, King.
You know what,
and
Daniel? I'm
going
going
to
to remove the plank from my own eye. I'm going to remove the plank from my own eye before I look at the speck of dust in yours.
Oh, I thought you were going to remove it and put it into my eye. just shove it in there. No, Justin, you know what I've seen from Hoquiam this year? They've taken care of business, and then they lost to a good team.
Yeah.
They lost to Kingsway, but they were competitive.
Mm-hmm.
KJ McCoy had 5 touchdown passes in that game,
Freshman.
and no interceptions.
He's a good player.
And they got beat bad in that one.
I think
But
that's
you know
gonna-
what?
Yeah.
I heard that it was mainly the third quarter. It was a pretty close game, and then the third quarter was just a disaster. And then they took care of business against Columbia White Salmon, which is not good. And they took care of business against Raymond South Bend, which, you know what? I think Raymond South Bend is one of those teams where they've got some really talented kids on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Banker's a stud.
Yeah.
Dude's a
Super
workhorse.
athlete.
Yeah.
Andrew made a face. What happened?
Mariners scored some runs.
Crawford just hit a grand slam.
JP.
Grand salame. He was like,
man.
he's like,
Did he hit
"Ping
it through the firmament?
No, 5-0. Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
No one. JP himself said no one can break the firmament, and he broke it with a grand salami.
Wow. Firmament breaker.
Firmament. Yeah, I think. I think Daniel. Honestly, I struggle with the Hoquiam thing with football specifically because I think of Hoquiam football as a proud athletic institution, which is
You remember the good old days.
well, the good old days are not that long ago.
No,
like
they
the good
aren't.
old days are like
Yeah.
barely pre-COVID, right?
Right.
So like you don't have to go back that far, but like kids who are in high school now
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, Hoquiam football, that's a poverty franchise." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You're okay, first of all, you're wrong.
Mhm.
Don't say that."
Absolutely.
Hoquiam is a program
Program.
with like across the board pretty solid athletic history. Like
Yeah.
Hoquiam is a good athletic school. It's a good athletic program in general.
Yes.
And the football team, yeah, there's pockets of success. They've been in a downslide
Yep.
for about 5 years. And I was kind of, when I went to watch them at the Jamboree, I know they're going to be super young.
Mm-hmm.
And I was expecting, all right, these guys are going to look really out of sorts and inexperienced.
Yeah.
It was not the experience that I had.
No.
Like, I didn't watch the Jamboree and think, oh, Hoquiam's going to set the world on fire. But I really walked away from it going,
Oh, that's
this
because
team's
Ryan started
way
the
more
fire.
competitive than I thought.
That's true.
So,
Sorry. I tried to slip it in offensive reference, and you just...
oh, sorry about that.
Sorry. No, it was my bad.
Okay.
I should have waited till you were done.
So, I
said that's because Ryan started the fire.
it was always burning since
Yeah.
the world was turning.
Exactly.
I am excited. I think I'm going to come to the Myrtle Street rivalry game.
Dude.
I think I'm
Dude,
going to go. I haven't
do you
been to
wanna-
one in so long.
You want to broadcast the game? Because I have this... I'm going regardless, but I can't decide if I'm going to broadcast the game with Ian. I haven't told him this, by the way, yet. But I can't decide if I'm going to broadcast the game or just take my family and like go with my kids.
I know a couple kids on the Aberdeen team now, and so I'm like, oh, I probably should watch a game this year. Monty is in Napavine next week. I'm not driving there.
No. Nobody wants to go to Napa.
So I was like, do I do it? Do I go to my first Myrtle Street rivalry game in several years?
Several. You should. I think it'll be fun.
Is it in Aberdeen? Or is it at Olympic
I'm
Stadium?
pretty sure it's at Olympic Stadium.
Okay. I like Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about Olympic Stadium is the field.
The football field.
The football field.
Yeah. In late June
During
baseball
football season.
field. Awesome.
Prime.
Yeah. Football field, not
Yeah.
great.
It's rough.
I'm
Especially if it's been wet out.
Yeah. Which, I mean, weather's not been bad.
No,
so-
but still, I feel like I've been out there times before where I think, because we did youth football there a lot. And so there's been times where I was like, oh, it hasn't been very wet this year. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And then you go out there and it's just a mud pit.
Yep.
The venue itself is amazing. I think one of the best
Yes.
in 1A.
So you mentioned the youth of this Hoquiam team.
Yeah.
They only have 8 seniors. They've got some good juniors mixed in there, though. But, man, there's some freshmen in here. And also a couple sophomores mixed in as well.
Yeah.
That it's like one of those.
Cal hit number 58.
Oh, my gosh, dude. That guy's
dumper.
freaking monster. What is going on?
Oh, he's going to get to 60, bro.
Dude,
He's going to get there.
gonna get it.
He's going to get to 65. Maybe 70.
This is a fun team to watch. And
The Mariners are so good.
dude,
I wish I was allowed to enjoy it more.
right? You wish that they didn't their bullpen didn't give up like a grand slam late in the game just to make us clinch our butts for the entire end of the game.
No,
last
I just
night.
mean I wish I hadn't completely bailed on them.
Oh yeah,
Since when have you ever let that stop you?
that's true.
I'm going to do the integrity move this time. I'm going to say I will.
Whoa,
What?
whoa!
Whatever success the Mariners.
first time in forever.
Whatever success the Mariners have,
you
I will
delete that
enjoy. I will enjoy half as much as you guys do.
Oh,
Still going to be a lot.
That's still gonna be a lot.
Yeah, when they win the World Series, it'll be a lot.
Dude, some of these.
If they win the World Series, all bets are off. I'm going to be 100% a Mariners fan again, like no question.
I can't remember what I was gonna say. I think I was talking about Hoquiam football. Were we talking about Hoquiam football?
Yeah, youth, seniors,
Dude,
juniors.
one of their freshmen is a 6 foot, 376-pound nose tackle.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
They're eighth. So the guys that are freshmen last year, I watched play eighth
Yeah.
grade last year.
Yeah,
Kick the living crap out of Montesano.
yeah. Their
They were
freshman class is
dominant.
good.
Their freshman
Yeah.
class is so good, and then they have the 7th grade also is good behind them.
Okay.
So you're gonna have a wave like this is it's gonna be a process of a few years. We're looking at a Hoquiam class coming through that's gonna be pretty good.
And you know what's interesting? So, gonna preface this. I don't know anything about anything with what's going on. But I
Anywhere?
know. Well, I don't.
You don't know anything about
this
anything
situation.
that's going on anywhere.
about this situation.
Oh, okay.
Other than Jeremy McMillan is not coaching at the moment.
Yes.
But, dude, this coaching staff is fun. Like
It's a lot of the same guys, right?
I went down. I think a lot.
Is it Dawson?
Dawson's still listed, but I'm not sure if I saw. I think he was there.
Okay.
But the guys I saw were Kenny Wakefield,
Okay.
Dane McMillan,
Okay.
Cam Parker, and Eric Dixon.
Oh, it's young.
And Gordy Ray. And I was just like,
Oh, it's young.
this is a fun group of coaches. Like, I'd want to play for these coaches.
A foop. A fun group.
Fun group of coaches. Yeah. It just seemed like it would be fun. It seemed like a fun culture down on the field. I was just
A
like,
vulture.
gosh darn it, Justin. I think it's time for a commercial break.
Andrew.
This show.
Vulture.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Domashevitz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Domashevitz today at 360-612-3991 or visit domashevitzlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com.
Little Daniel says, yes, Jay is Justin. Also, we definitely listen to the same stuff. It's fine. Jay says,
Blurry creatures.
yes,
He's
that's
part
true.
of the blurry verse.
Oh, dude. He's got t-shirts. Do you have t-shirts? Have you bought their merch?
From the blurry verse?
Yeah.
No, I have a Haunted Cosmos t-shirt.
Ooh.
I don't have a blurry creatures t-shirt.
Chase says, meanwhile in Elma, we schedule games with Sequim and Kings, while Hoquiam plays RSB and Tenino plays Adna and Rainier. Bro, Adna? Okay, go play Adna, Elma. Yeah, and then start talking smack. Like, just throwing that out there.
Well,
and
Adna
Squim,
what, though?
Squim isn't exactly the powerhouse.
They're not a powerhouse, but they're not bad, and they're 2A.
Yeah, but it's Squim.
They're kind of like a mid 2A program.
But it's Squim. It's spelled Sequim. They
Yeah.
can't even pronounce their own town right.
I watched Squim play last year.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. But, dude, really? Like, touting Squim and, like, Kings, okay. And, yes, RSB. But, dude, Chase, remember last year? Who did Elma absolutely destroy in the first 2 games last year? And they were like, oh, Elma, we're awesome. And we're
Actually,
like,
that was us.
and we're like, chill, bro. No, we did not hop on the bandwagon. We were like, look at the opponents they just played.
We were cautiously optimistic.
Were we?
Yeah.
We were optimistic.
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
Okay, maybe we were. Let's see.
We okay, on this show,
I'm just gonna
we
say
celebrate achievement. So
Don't-
when
that's
something
true.
happens, we
That's
don't
true.
generally go, "Wow, look how good you are," but
Yeah.
you were playing against booty.
I'm also gonna say, in general, the 2B football teams from that league are really good.
Yeah.
From the Adna, Rainier, Napa Vine, Toledo.
Yeah, we might be hitting a bit of a downslide on RSB. They were not quite as good last year.
That's true. That's true.
But they have been like in the beginning of their program a few years ago, they were really good.
Yes. Let's see.
Which is
then-
also funny, like when we talk about someone breaking a program record.
Yeah,
I don't want to downgrade
know
what Chris
what-
Banker did at all.
I don't know which record. Like,
He
is it
broke
an
the RSB record. He rushed for like 280 some yards.
Yeah, a
so it was
massive
an
game.
incredible game. But he was just breaking the Raymond South Bend program.
So
record.
not a long-standing record.
Yeah. Well, the previous record was held by Farrell Johnson.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But he also had like 230 plus in the second half.
Yeah,
Like,
he
what's a
had-
half record?
Yeah. Good
Like,
question.
that's nuts.
He had an incredible game,
Dude, his
and
second half was bonkers.
I didn't listen, but you guys were right to name him Athlete of the Week.
yeah,
he had an
we were.
incredible game.
Let's see. Daniel says, yeah, floodplains are flat and easy to work with, but not great. Oh, he's talking about Olympic Stadium, I think. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting to these late. Jeremy Puller said they are putting on a believe face like the team. They're putting on a believe face like the team. We all want our coach back. Good to know. Okay, I get what he's talking about. Sorry. I'm reading these comments a little late. Francis says, Civil War recap, Bubby. I already gave you that. Look at what I'm wearing, Francis.
We'll get there.
Yeah, and then he says, Andrew, how about the Apple Cup? Then he says, how good could Sequim be? They get out of conference cupcakes.
Oh,
Francis.
Oh, shots fired.
Francis and Chase going at it now.
Francis is
Now
a Grizzly,
Chase-
by the way.
And now Chase says, I'm not attacking Hoquiam and Tenino. I'm just saying I wish we played a schedule that was more on par with our talent level.
Actually,
okay.
you know what? Technically, Francis is a Bobcat converted to a Grizzly.
Yeah. He's a Bisley.
He cares deeply for
Bobsley?
both programs and shows it by not really caring about either.
Dude, I can't live like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, you live in Aberdeen. Like, your kid's going to go to do Aberdeen stuff. And I'm like, no, I will drive them to Hoquiam.
But you do live in Aberdeen, though.
I do.
You do.
But not by choice.
We know so
I
many.
mean, kind of by choice, but not really by
Question,
choice.
Daniel.
Answer, Justin.
How many people... University of Puget Sound?
Oh, he meant a brave face.
Oh.
Jeremy meant a brave face, not
Oh,
a believe
Wishkal
face. It was a
Loggers,
type.
yeah.
It was an autocorrect thing. Okay.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Daniel,
Yes. Justin.
how many people,
How many people,
players or coaches,
players or coaches,
do you know in the Aberdeen program compared to the Hoquiam program?
all of them for both? Like,
Okay.
I know Todd. I know Kai. I know Terrence. I know Gronseth. 4. I'm sure I know more of the Aberdeen people. I'm just not thinking of them right now. But for Hoquiam, I know Jeremy. I know Cameron. I know Kenny. I know Eric. I know Dawson. I know Dane. Like,
Okay, you know what I was doing?
I
You know what I was
know
doing?
Gordy.
I was projecting.
You were projecting?
I apologize.
Dude.
I was
know-
like, I know so many more Bobcats than Grizzlies
Yeah.
right now. And I didn't
You
consider
forgot that I like grew up
know
with
what? I'm-
all of these Hoke Queen
You're right.
people.
I'm sorry. You win. You're right. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I
These
won't
are-
do it again.
These are my people.
That was my gotcha moment, and you gotched me.
You know what we need to do, Justin? This is the most important, not only part of our show. This is the
Gabe
biggest.
Bodwell.
Babe Gobwell. This is the most important part of local Grace Harbor, Pacific County athletics.
Sometimes when
every
you
week.
say Grace Harbor, it sounds like Grace Harbor.
I kind of lean that direction.
Yeah.
I lean a little bit more towards the Grace than the Gray.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Grace Harbor.
That
Grace
sounds like
Harbor?
Grays.
It's Grace Harbor.
Grays.
It is his harbor. He took it.
Capital H.
Apparently. Wait.
His harbor. Is it?
Oh, I'm down with that. Okay. Yeah.
But we don't use an apostrophe.
Francis says Da
Apostrophe?
Bears. Why did Francis just say Da Bears?
The Bears.
That's the only franchise he actually cares about.
Dude, he
Are they winning? That
so-
doesn't sound like the
I
Bears.
don't know. Let's see.
I'm
Jeremy
looking right
Puller
now.
says Stevenson was on Elma's schedule. They couldn't
Ooh.
even field a team to play Elma. Oh, snap.
The Bears.
So Elma was
crushed
trying.
the Cowboys today. Sorry. Go ahead.
Dude,
Nice.
take that, Cowboys.
31-14. I want to go.
Except
actually,
for Dak Prescott's on my.
what you were talking about. What you were talking about is so much more interesting. Can you read that comment again so I can give it my full attention instead of not paying attention?
You mean from Jeremy Puller?
Yeah.
He said Stevenson was on Elma's schedule and they couldn't even field a team to play Elma. Oh. Dude, I feel so bad.
Oh, that's why Elma had to have a substitute.
right.
Oh,
they were looking
that
for
makes
somebody to
sense.
play.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember seeing Evans Rankings tweet like saying,
Yeah.
hey, Elma's looking for a team to play.
Same.
Thank you. Dude, we need to talk to him, by the way. You know him. You're on the Twitterverse or on the Xverse more than I am.
I like Evans.
Can
He's a
can
good
you
dude.
can you talk out to can you
I will talk
talk out?
out. I will talk out.
can
to
you
him.
talk out to Matt for
Yeah,
us?
I'll talk out to Matt.
Say, hey Matt, we would like to talk out to you.
I'll message him right now.
Do it.
We can't have him on today though because
no.
technology.
Yeah, I ruined it.
Well, even either way, it would have been difficult. So
We got so as I was saying, Justin, before I was so rudely interrupted, I don't even remember what happened. Anyway, it's the biggest moment of the week
was probably
in
me.
local high school athletics. I said those words all
Gabe
correctly.
Bodwell.
Babe Gobwell. Gosh, that's what happened.
I'm surprised you didn't remember.
We're gonna lose our sponsors
No, we're not.
one of these days. They're gonna
One of them's
one these
related to
days-
me, and the other one never watches. So
one
you're
of these days, somebody's gonna watch our show.
Which one?
I don't know which one. Neither of them watch.
I was gonna watch and be like,
What if?
No danger of that. No danger of that. He couldn't be less interested. Wait, no relation. I meant.
All right. Let's get to our Spivey Athlete of the Week.
Gabe Bodwell.
Babe, dang it! First one. I'm throwing this one in there. I saw these stats. I thought he should be mentioned. We didn't get an official nominee, but Micah Schroeder, 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing, 1 receiving. We don't know the yardage because I didn't have time to call Coach Bridge. Coach, sorry about that. You said, hey, give me a call. Didn't have time today. I apologize.
Well, but if we name him Athlete of the Week, we could get the stats, though.
That's true. That's a good point. 4 TDs in that win over Rochester.
Tutties.
Not sure of the yardage. He had 14 fourth quarter points. Both of those were touchdown runs by Micah to blow open that previously 21-20 game.
Yeah.
Micah's not only a stud on the football field, he's a really good employee at Pacific Care where my dad's staying right
Good to
now.
know.
So I'm just going to throw that out
Micah,
there.
absolute freaking killer.
he's
He's
awesome.
like the kind of athlete. This is like. Remember how last year Michaela Stanfield was like, "Oh, I'm really good at sports. I'll just take up javelin."
Yeah.
And then she just won the state title.
Yes.
And Micah was like, I'm really good at stuff. I'm just going to be a diver. And then he goes and places at state in diving.
I
Like,
I
this
don't know
guy-
if you know this, but usually divers are like the size of little Daniel, not
Yeah.
6'1", 200 pounds.
Micah is just freaking incredible, man.
Yeah.
Like he's just an absolute stud athlete.
Yes. The next one comes from you.
Yeah.
Because you were just like commenting like a layperson on our freaking.
I was trying to be supportive.
You were very
You
supportive.
posted from the Facebook.
I did. I'm working hard, Justin.
You're doing so great.
I'm trying to do stuff.
I'm proud of you.
You know what? I'm trying.
I was just supporting you.
I appreciate it. Chris Tobar for Monty was perfect on extra points, made a field goal, and had 2 successful onside kicks, including a torpedo kick. I feel like I used to call it the sniper kick.
I think we did. I think actually sniper kick is what we called it.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure if we should keep calling it that.
Good call. Torpedo kick.
Yeah.
Torpedo bats are in. We'll go with the torpedo kick.
Okay.
Good call. Kingston Case got nominated by Philomely. I'm blanking on his first name right now.
Jamie.
Jamie, thank you. He had a heck of a game. I did my unofficial stats for Kingston. I should have asked Kenny, but I'm just rolling with my radio stats. Not near as good as Ian, by the way. Like especially on Raymond's Field.
Dude, Ian's so good.
Dude, Raymond's Field, you can barely see like the 5-yard markers, let alone the yard markers. So I was just winging it.
It's a hard job, and Ian's so good.
Dude, he's
you and I have broadcasted so many times together.
Yeah.
And like I feel like we got into a really good flow for stat keeping. Whether it was football or basketball.
I'm pretty good at basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I broadcasted a couple of football games with Ian, and he pretty much was like, I got this. And he just did it.
Yeah.
And he did it with no stress.
Yep.
And like there was a point too where he was on the phone with the person at the station, and it was like, we can't hear you, so you're not going to know anything about when you're coming back from commercial. And he was like, all right, I'll just set a timer. So in addition to keeping all the stats and doing everything, he was also setting a timer for when he was coming back from commercial.
Yeah.
And he did it in such a seamless way. I was like in awe.
Dude.
I was like, I would be so stressed out if I were you right now.
Dude. He's
Ian
so
Cope,
good.
by the way, the voice of Grays Harbor Sports.
He's so good.
He's so
like
good.
people don't understand. People just he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
And me and you have been subs.
Yeah.
And not going to brag too much, but we're pretty good.
Yeah.
And Ian's like really good. People are so spoiled around here for their like
spoiled.
go listen to broadcasts of like OMAC or some rando Eastern Washington broadcast and then be like, "Oh, we have real broadcasters in Grace Harbor."
By the way, but I was trying to listen.
I feel really bad now. I don't know who does OMAC, but I'll just throw shade on them.
No, they
real
suck.
quick.
I was listening to part of your broadcast.
Just burning bridges.
Friday.
Sometimes we get partners who do great.
Yeah.
But I'm usually surprised by them not expecting.
Yes. Oh, I
it.
worked with a guy in
Yeah.
Riverview who was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good.
I think that was a Wazoo student, though.
I don't remember. It was an older guy, though.
Oh, never mind. Different
But
person.
I listened. I was trying to listen to your broadcast on Friday while I was watching the Monty game, but I forgot my headphones. So I literally was like the old guy who was standing there with my cell phone up next to my ear trying to listen. And after a while, I was like, no, this is disruptive. I can't. Brett did a good job.
Brett's pretty good.
Yeah, he did a really nice job.
Brett's good. And wow, I feel bad saying pretty good. Brett's good.
Yeah.
Brett just got back from. He had a 1-year contract calling junior hockey for like some random junior hockey Minnesota team.
Yeah.
He said he got to travel all over the place, Wisconsin, Canada. And I was like, whoa, that's so
How
cool.
old is he now? He's still pretty young, right?
So he's a year older than like the Jared Steen, Bubba Dick class.
Yeah, because
So
I did a
he's
game.
in his 20s.
I did a football game with Brett once a while
Yeah.
ago, but he was really young at that
Yep.
point, like maybe just out of high school.
yeah.
And there was like a lot of areas for development there, and he was good overall. Like you could tell
Yeah.
there was some broadcast talent there.
Yeah.
But I listened the portion of the game that you guys did. I listened to. He did a really nice job. I was impressed.
Yeah, I like broadcasting games with Brett. He does a great job.
Let's talk more about things that almost no one cares about but us.
Exactly. Broadcaster talent. Let's see. I said Kingston Case.
Gabe Bodwell.
Babe, gosh dang it. It's like I don't have control over my response to that.
Don't. It's because Babe Gobwell is so good.
Ryan Puller also got a nomination. The stats we were sent for him says 19 total tackles, of which 5 were tackles for loss and 1 sack. He continued to take down last week's Athlete of the Week. Ooh, somebody's paying attention. Banker, and had numerous short yardage stops. That is true. He also dominated the left side of the offensive line as the Grizzlies ran behind him to ice the game and run out the clock at the end of the game. So heck of a game for Ryan Puller. Definitely an awesome game there. I got another nomination. Sadly, this one's hard to really...
It's hard to quantify.
Somebody said Ronan Rutzer, which is an awesome name.
It's
by
a
the way.
name we know also from other sports.
Right.
Like this is a name we've said on this show a lot of times.
Yeah. He said it was a one-man wrecking crew both sides of the football.
Is Ronan PWV?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I don't even...
I think he's PL Willapa Valley.
Yeah. But there's no stats. It just says he's awesome. And I'm
Right.
like, yeah, he is. I got another nomination for Delilah Wiggins in Hoquiam Middle School soccer. She's a 6th grader, and she had a hat trick on her birthday.
Birthdays. Cool.
Birthday escalator. You don't like birthdays, though. So for you, it's a de-escalator.
I'm fine with it.
Like, you only have escalators that are going downstairs. And then we got one for Mia Halleck, Aberdeen volleyball.
Yeah, that was 21 assists, I think.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Another athlete we know from multiple sports, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a lot going on here. What are we,
You
what are we
forgot
thinking?
Peyton Domashevitz, no relation.
I did forget Peyton. I
With
didn't know
this
that was a nomination. I thought you were just
13
bragging
I was-
about your kid.
I was bragging about my kid.
13 total tackles.
Yeah. 8 solo, I think, in the final
8
box
solo.
score. Yeah.
Credited for a sack, even
That-
though he doesn't remember it.
Yeah, and I don't remember it either.
You might you might want to check him for concussion protocol or humbleness overload.
And
One of the
a pass breakup,
Ooh.
which actually was him like almost getting to an interception and not quite making the play.
So you're saying that he derped it, but
Well, he was on contain, he was on a blitz, but he
Okay.
realized that the running back was going out into the flat and he had no chance of getting to the quarterback. So he tried to get out to the running back, and the quarterback threw it there, and he got like the top half of his fingers on it, but couldn't quite pull it in. But if he did, it'd have been 6.
6 for sure.
It'd have been 6.
Like that one time that he almost had an interception, but then his like buddy knocked it away from him at the last second.
Felix, that was Felix.
Dude, that was Felix.
Yeah,
That's hilarious. I remember that play like it was
that
yesterday.
was against Elma too.
Yeah. I was on the call and I was like, Peyton, pick 6. And then I was like, oh, Felix just jobbed him.
Well, in Felix's defense, Peyton also in that same Elma game had a sack, fumble, and fumble recovery,
Yeah.
and he had a free path to the end zone, and he fell over, so he didn't get that touchdown either. By the way, my son Peyton, really good athlete. He's
Yes.
playing college football at University of Puget Sound
Yeah.
now, so I'm clowning on him a little bit, but no, he had a great game. He's starting as the hatchet, which is a form of linebacker
That
that they
sounds
play
violent.
at it is. They have another player called the axe.
Dang.
They have an axe and a hatchet on the field at all times. And no, he played really well. I was proud of him. So
I wish his team was better.
same.
His team-
Also, so does he.
Yeah, I bet.
They
That's
had
gotta be hard.
7.
This is the first time he's played for a bad team. Because I had lots of experience of it.
So 5th grade football. No, it's really not. Because 5th grade football season, we were 0-7.
Okay. So he does have some experience.
But
Oh.
you have to go back, like legitimately, we're going back to grade school. If
Okay.
you want to be like, there was a lot of mediocre teams.
Yeah.
But if you want like bad team,
5th grade.
shoot, junior season of basketball was pretty bad.
Yeah. I remember that.
I think they
Basketball
won
was
like
rough that
4
year.
games.
Yeah.
But football wise, yeah, you have to go back to grade school for a bad team.
We have a tough choice here, guys. Who are you guys leaning towards? Andrew, you don't have a microphone.
I have no leanings.
No leanings.
Even to the Bobcat,
Even to the
I
Bobcat?
lean slightly Bobcat.
He leans slightly Bobcat.
I like the Micah Schroeder. I like the Micah Schroeder angle here.
4 tutties is hard to beat. I said tutties. I did not say tutties.
Dang
it.
So here's my thing.
What's your
I
thing?
think The athlete of the week needs to be either from Hoquiam or Aberdeen football.
In this week.
In this week.
I was like,
No, I mean,
what is happening?
specifically from the list we have. And there could have
Okay.
been more. People could have nominated others from other sports. We didn't get a lot from other sports.
Yeah.
And the ones we got from other sports didn't have a ton of
Backing.
information.
Yeah. We need
So-
more information, people. Remember, we're just three people who don't have much time or much sleep. We need more
Specifically,
information.
Daniel, me with the time and Daniel with the sleep, but also Daniel with the time and Andrew with the time.
But Andrew's like got a bunch of animals to try and keep track of.
I have 12 chickens now. That counts for something.
It does. but Andrew, you guys both have wives that are just like constantly bringing more animals. I feel like, dude, that's gonna be me probably soon.
I almost brought home a puppy the other day.
dude. Are you serious?
Hey, Daniel, do you think you'll have room for a ram?
I was wondering if I had room for goats. Somebody's trying to give me
You
goats.
don't want goats.
But they're milking goats, and we spend a butt ton of
Goats.
money every month in goat milk.
Then it's probably worth buying some sheep.
Is your new
Are
place
there
going to have
milking
room for
sheep?
goats in the backyard?
I don't know, but is there gonna? I need.
Sheep. I have 2 of them.
Give me your milking sheep, then, man.
They're not ready.
Do you milk your sheep?
Not yet.
Then they're not milking sheep. How do you know? Are you milking your sheep?
I would be willing to host milking goats at my house.
All I know is we need some sheep or goat milk.
I want goats, honestly. I just don't know if my backyard.
Free goats. You want to
Andrew
pay
has
a little
trashed
bit
goats
up-
ever since we watched somebody try and fight a goat in Jake's backyard and they
Daniel.
headbutted him.
Daniel, I'm saying this mostly because my wife will beat me up if I let you get free goats. You do not want free animals.
But they're free.
They're the cost for that you pay for the animal is the tiniest part of owning the animal.
That's true.
You'll pay more for food in the first month than you paid for the animal.
Okay.
Find out exactly the animal that you want and pay to get the right animal.
I don't know what kind of animal I want.
I know. You should talk to my wife about that.
I'm not sure what kind of animal I'm allowed to have at my new place. I just know that
Just
I'll
don't
have kind
pay
of a place.
$2,500 for a dog like I did when you can get a dog for free.
Bro. Usually the free dogs are better,
I
too.
love her, though. She's so great.
Your dogs are great, but they're kind of crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, you named them very appropriately.
I did.
Zuko and Azula
Yeah.
fit your dogs pretty well.
Yeah. And the worst part about my dogs is that they hate packs, which sucks.
That is the worst part about your dogs.
Pax is
like
the best.
he's the
But you know what I think
best guy.
happened? I came home smelling like Pax so many times that once they finally met Pax, they're like, you're the competition. Yeah, exactly. You know, going back to goats just for a second, and I know we have more important things to do.
We need to name an athlete
but
of the
going
week.
back to goats for a second,
Yeah.
Andrew and Hannah hate goats so much that
They
they
hate 'em
bought
so
but they
much.
bought sheep that look and function just like goats.
That's true.
But they're not goats. They're sheep, but they look like goats.
Dude.
They
That's-
wanted goats, but they're like, oh no, goats. That's like Kmart. That's so Kmart. Let's get sheep that look like goats.
Dude, that's part of my problem. Like, normally when it comes to animals, I trust Andrew and Johanna explicitly, but their pure hatred for goats make me think that there's something there that's just a little too wrong to be right.
I trust Hannah explicitly.
Goats are often very motivated to escape.
Is
but
that
they
different?
also eat everything.
So do my sheep.
Is
don't
escaping
wanna
different from
escape?
escaping?
It's like an espresso.
Is it like an escape? It's French.
It's an escape, which means that it's like escape but extreme.
So what I was saying, Daniel, before you just sidetracked us horribly somehow,
I'm gonna start holding the microphone like a '90s rapper right now.
was
There we go.
another one.
Another one. This is off the rails. This is one of our worst, maybe best shows in like decades.
So here's the deal. Rochester last year
Rochester.
I'm
You
gonna
just don't like Rochester because they beat Monty.
I actually like Rochester. I like Rochester. I have no animosity towards Rochester.
We want them to start watching our show again.
I
They were fun commenters.
hold grudges against teams for all kinds of reasons. I don't have animosity towards
I
Rochester
can now
at all.
say this, even though I still kind of work in a job that kind of does Lewis County things.
Screw you, Lewis County.
Lewis County.
Get out.
Stop.
Yeah.
I realize I keep looking at the computer like we're using the camera on your computer.
Yeah.
But there's a camera up here.
It's right above. It probably
Hey,
catches it.
Lewis
yeah.
County. Why?
Daniel, when I drive through Lewis County
Yeah.
and I drive past the entering Lewis County sign,
Yeah.
I verbally go, ugh. And every time my wife is like, what? And I'm like, Lewis County. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was saying was Rochester. When Aberdeen played Rochester last year, let's
Yeah.
wind back the clock.
Turn it back.
We felt like going into it,
Mm-hmm.
that's a pretty even matchup.
Yeah.
Aberdeen should have a pretty good shot.
Yep.
Rochester kicked the living crap out of Aberdeen last year.
Living crap, which is weird because it's like moving around and stuff.
And it was in Aberdeen.
Yes, I forgot about that.
This year, the Bobcans,
The what?
the Bobcans. The Bobcans went to Rochester, dealt with a delay. So it was called late, so I'm assuming they went to Rochester on Friday.
Yeah.
And
Luke
then had to
said
go-
that it was like 20 minutes to kickoff.
Had to go back home,
Yep.
go back to Rochester again the next day.
Don't like that drive. Did that a lot.
Highway 12, not great.
Yeah. That stretch.
And they beat them by 2 scores.
Yeah.
Like this team that had just annihilated them.
Yeah.
And this Aberdeen team that gets disrespected. Nobody looks at them like they're going to do something big this year.
This is a fun group, man.
I feel like that win is like significant
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things. And I'm not saying Aberdeen's going to go compete for a state title. They got a good shot to get to the dance, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? Like pigtail game or no? Like they got a good shot to get to the dance.
I agree. I like this squad. I like these players. Do I have a little bit of bias because I coached a bunch of them in Babe Ruth baseball, and I bring that up constantly?
No.
I like these guys.
Oh, actually, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do it a lot.
You do.
But love these kids, and I think this is a good team. I have a huge bias for Micah. I don't know why, but like he's like my favorite player, and the dude just runs over people.
He's got that kind of like he's got the stature about him that he's like, you know, in the book of 1 Samuel.
I know exactly where you're going with this.
When they talk-
which worries me.
When they talk about King Saul, who was the first king of the Israelites,
Yes.
and they're like, King Saul was a man of great stature, and he was a warrior, and I picture him being like this, like Adonis, like physical,
Not Adonis.
also
also the Aberdeen player.
but like,
yeah.
like physically, you look at Micah and you're like,
Whoa.
that's a dude.
Yeah.
Like that's just a dude.
Yep.
That's how I feel about him. And then, you know, you got like King David who comes along and gets anointed a little bit later. And, yeah, he's a good looking dude, but he's slight and he's young.
Yeah.
But Micah's like, he's the guy who just has the aura.
Yeah. You just used aura. I'm not sure if I can abide by that, but
That's fine.
yeah. I don't know where I can go from that, except for that I think you and I are in agreement that Micah Schroeder,
Micah
Schroeder with his 4 touchdowns, athlete of the week.
And I think we give Ryan Puller
Oh yeah, the honorable mention.
Honorable mention for sure. And
100%.
we should probably post that.
Yes, we should. 19 tackles as a D lineman, and he played a heck of a game on the O line as well.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit bad for not highlighting that more because that's a crazy game.
I think maybe
Ryan was everywhere in that, that RSB game.
On the other side of the next break,
Yeah.
can we preview that Aberdeen Hoquiam game a little bit? Because I think we're both going to be at it.
Dude, but that's the third period of our hockey
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, that means a commercial break.
Spivey
Andrew.
Realty Group's goal is to make buying, selling, investing, and renting real estate in Grace Harbor simple. They believe in 100% transparency and unparalleled communication with local expertise, tech-enhanced, and top-notch service for their friends, neighbors, and community. Their goal is simple: get a group of strong-willed, hard-working people together who want to make a difference in Grace Harbor and to use real estate as the means of achieving that. Voted Grace Harbor's best real estate company. Find them on Facebook or visit GraceHarborRealEstate.com. Spivey Realty Group, elevating small town real estate.
Thank you again to our sponsors, the Law Office of Jeffrey A. Damashevitz and Spivey Realty Group, the sponsor of our Spivey Athlete of the Week. Also, find us in their new magazine because we're going to be in it with our Athletes of the Week. Check that out. I think it's like a Grace Harbor Real Estate magazine. I need more details before I talk about that. I really should do more homework. Lots of comments for me to get to. Let's see. Daniel says, it is literally Captain Robert Gray's Harbor. Chase says 149 yards on 14 carries according to Max Preps for Micah. Forrest Wargum says, guys, Rainier is not good. I don't think Adna is good this year either. Sorry. Generally, they're good at sports and junk. So, my bad there. Daniel Gross says, I feel attacked. Sorry, bro. I attack you a lot, probably. I don't know. Let's see. Forrest says, I'm a few minutes behind. Then Daniel says, I think we got spoiled by Rick Riz. Talking about broadcasters. Yeah, Rick Riz and Dave Niehaus.
Yeah.
Come on, my guy. And now Goldsmith, also good. Jeremy Puller said, great job. He is a tackling machine. Love local kids. Killing it in college. Talking about Peyton. Looking like him and Ryan and Peyton might be teammates next year.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. There was a couple of local kids who got an offer from University of Puget Sound.
Yeah.
So
UPS.
that'd be great.
Go wear brown, except for not brown.
That's maroon.
Oh,
it's a good
right.
color.
Yeah.
You know what?
Are you sure it's not crimson?
Ryan Puller would look really good in maroon at University of Puget Sound.
I'm not sure.
At University of Puget Sound.
Okay. All right. Daniel Gross says goats are menaces. Hannah is 100% right, but they also talk to you all the time. They're always like, "Wah."
Yeah, they're loud. They're loud. Doesn't that make it worse?
I don't know. Chase says Aberdeen is better this year and Rochester looks worse than last year. Micah should be Athlete of the Week IMO, so Chase voted for the winner there. Forrest said, when is Justin's son getting the NIL money to transfer?
We're waiting for the 7-digit offer.
Is he going to go to Texas Tech? They're pretty good right now.
We're waiting for an offer that is more than 6 digits.
I'm not sure about Bill Belichick's school, but Texas Tech's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
They just
That was rude.
Is it though? I mean, you're also a Texas Tech guy. I was trying to be nice.
It was hurtful though.
Was it?
You hurt my feelings.
And then Forrest said, sorry, I am not a stat keeper. Oh, yeah, dude, Forrest, we're not blaming you for not giving us stats.
Yeah.
You
It's
give
hard
it-
during football
Dude,
season.
Forrest gives us so much other stuff
Yeah.
and helps us with Forrest. That was not a shot at you. That was the more of a shot of like, hey, Ronan's a beast. And we were like, yeah, we know. What does that mean?
We know that already though. We know Ronan's a beast.
This Myrtle Street game coming up.
Yeah.
Could it be the first competitive game in a while? Because and I say that because I feel like we've had one competitive Myrtle Street rivalry game in like 15 years. Yeah. Or maybe 10, 12 years. Because remember, Hoquiam was on a streak of rolling them for a while. Mm-hmm. And then it was, oh crap. Who was that running back free safety we loved so much? For Aberdeen.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about.
I totally do, and I can picture him, but
I'm looking at his face in
name.
my head, but I can't think. But his senior year
Yeah.
was a really close Myrtle Street game.
Yeah.
And then that was like the breaking point. Like that game was really good, and then the next year, Aberdeen just dominated. And
Yeah.
I think they're on like, what, a 5-6 year winning streak?
Something like that, yeah.
And I think before that, Hoquiam was on a 5-year winning streak or something like that. So it's been, we've only had one good game in a long time.
Yeah.
This year could be an interesting game. And I would like to see it because I hate blowouts in general.
Yeah.
But also, especially as a Hoquiam fan, the last 6 years have been kind
Kylan
of
Touch.
Kylan Touch.
Oh, thank you.
you.
Thank you, AI.
Oh, wait, AI pulled that up for you?
Yeah.
How did AI pull? What did you ask?
I said Aberdeen Bobcats football, really good running back.
And it pulled up Kyle and Touch?
It pulled up Micah Schroeder,
Yeah.
Riley Wixon,
Yeah.
Aiden Watkins,
Yeah.
Kylan Touch,
Yeah.
and Dan Keevy from the 1970s.
Oh, good old Dan Keevy. Dude, actually haven't. Remember when we were doing those historical athletes of the week?
Yeah.
Keevy didn't come up.
No, it didn't come up.
What the heck? AI?
He's
just
not
throwing
on
in
the
a,
level.
He's just throwing in a rando.
Yeah. Didn't even give us Alex Chicano
Ooh.
Or Mike Conley.
Robbie Chicano.
or Mike Conley.
Mike Conley.
No, that was he played for like Olympia or something.
Oh, Jonathan Stewart. He played for. We watched him play at Stewart Field. Yeah, Jonathan Stewart was Timberline.
Timberline, yeah. That's right.
There was a McCarthy who was really good back then.
There's some good backs.
Dude.
Some good backs.
Really good backs at Aberdeen.
Yeah.
But it went
I mean,
recent.
a series of Chicanos. Because they had Jason Chicano, then Robbie Chicano, then Alex Chicano.
Yeah. Don't want to mess with the Chicanos.
No.
Schmicky? Eric Schmicky? What?
Eric Schmicky. I delivered the Chicano's paper. You did. Eric Schmicky, super good.
Yeah.
Really good kicker also.
Jeremy
Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Yeah.
Forgot his last name for a
Yeah.
second there.
Trey Anderson.
Trey Anderson.
Playing college football, scored his first collegiate touchdown last week.
Ooh.
Yeah,
you
first
go.
collegiate tutty.
I know I said it. I still don't like it.
You're okay with it.
You'll come around.
You know what I like about both these Aberdeen and Hoquiam teams? They don't lean 100% to the run or the pass.
Okay.
Because even like good teams we've seen in the past kind of get too heavy one direction or the other.
Yeah.
And it hurts them down the road. Hoquiam spreads it out, shotgun all the time, but they run it a ton.
Mm-hmm.
But they also throw it a decent amount. Like, I mean, looking at my stats here, Kingston had 26 carries, but KJ had 25 throws.
Yeah.
And also, by the way, freshman Moses DeShazer,
Yeah.
who you don't like, or no, he doesn't like you because you caught his fly ball in the outfield. Right?
It's we don't like each other
Ah,
because he robbed me of a hit and then I robbed him of a hit
right.
with my superior athleticism.
Yeah. Anyway, he's a freshman now. He scored 2 touchdowns in a row. Both were called back by penalties.
Oh.
And then on the next play, KJ threw a 22-yard bomb, like fade pass / bomb to Lincoln Nemi for a touchdown. But the second one, so the first one, Moses, like pretty simple little counter. I'm not sure if he got touched for a 5-yard touchdown, taken back. The next one was a 16-yard swing pass where he juked like 3 people out of their shoes, broke 3 tackles, and went for a touchdown. Also a penalty. So it was just like, because I like Moses. But so he like this.
Even
Hoquiam
though
game-
he snubbed you at the wiffle ball.
yeah, he didn't want to talk to me.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, never mind. Take that, Moses. That's what you get.
You know, honestly, like just be ready to hear McCoy to DeShazier.
Yeah,
Like those two guys over the next few years, they're both freshmen.
yeah,
They're so good.
yep.
I think that having McCoy at quarterback really opens a lot of things up for the Grizzlies because he's not only mobile and can avoid pressure, but he can also he throws a really good ball.
Yeah.
So I think I'm excited and interested to see how competitive this game will be. These teams, it's not even just like, okay, we think these teams are on a similar level. They're both 2-1.
They're both 2-1. If I was putting odds on it, Aberdeen's so much more experienced.
Yeah.
Like their senior class and then juniors mixed in, really good.
Yeah.
Hoquiam is more like, hey, this is a rivalry game, and sometimes stuff goes down in a rivalry game, and all of a sudden the underdog is there,
Yeah.
and they have some talent to make that happen. But if I'm putting odds on it, Aberdeen probably by 2-3 scores. But it's the type of Hoquiam talent where I'm like, this
I'd go
this could
Aberdeen.
get interesting.
Aberdeen 0.7.5. Or I'd go 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Doing the homework thing that Brock Hewer does where you are scared. Are you doing the thing where you're scared to think that the team that you love is good, so you predict that they're not quite as good as you think they actually are?
He's got a foot in both camps here, man.
Brock does the thing where he thinks his team is good, but he's trying to force himself to be humble by lying.
That's just
and
an
then
emotional hedge.
he overcompensates. I'm doing the thing where like I haven't watched I've watched both of these teams. I like them both, but like the Aberdeen's played better teams than Hoquiam has.
Two
in
things.
my opinion.
First of all, that's just an emotional hedge. When you're like, "Oh, my team's good, but I'm gonna pretend like the other team we're facing is better than they are."
Yeah.
But also,
just asking if he was emotionally.
I can see, but he's got a foot in both camps here, man.
I
Like
do.
this is a Grizzly. He's a true Grizzly who lives in Aberdeen and knows a ton of people in both of these programs.
He's got a Bobcat.
Yeah, I'm not giving you the mic to say that.
Give him the mic to say that.
No, this of Aberdeen classes. This is the one that I have the most attachment to. Andrew, I thought you were going to say something like that
Until your son goes to Aberdeen.
He just threw out. He's got an Aberdeen son.
Until your son's playing running back for the Bobcats.
I've got it. Stop it. I've got an Aberdeen nephew. He's playing golf for Aberdeen right now.
Oh,
but you're right. This is as much foot in both camps as I'm ever gonna have.
yeah.
Unless I start coaching more baseball in Aberdeen. But
Well, one of our best friends happens to be a coach on this team.
seeing that Anchor is gonna be playing T-ball next year, I doubt I'm gonna be coaching much in Aberdeen from now on. Like I'm pretty sure coaching is just getting underway, and I'm gonna drive the extra 10 minutes.
Daniel's well known to be a big fan of Cal Ripken baseball, which is what Hoquiam
My guy.
does.
Dude, you know my 3-step plan. 1, have a son. 2, put him in baseball in Hoquiam. That's a 4-step plan. 3, take over
Steps are changing.
take over the Little League Hoquiam, but it's not Little League, the Cal Ripken board.
It's actually a 5-step plan.
4, convert them to Little League. Stop being stupid. Cal Ripken is dumb. Everybody else is Little League in our area, but you're forcing our all-star teams to drive all over the freaking state just to play districts.
5.
Instead of playing against Aberdeen, Elma, and Monty.
5. Win a district title over Montesano.
Ooh.
6. Win a state title.
Man.
7.
Whoa.
Go to the Little League World Series.
Wow.
8. Take over the world. It's an 8-step plan.
The same thing we do every day, Pinky.
Pinky.
Try to take over the world through Little League baseball.
Yeah.
9, use my world dominance to get rid of travel ball baseball.
Yeah. I think you could do it at that point.
I think I could.
It would be maybe a little bit authoritarianism, but
You know
what? I think America's okay with that at this point.
As long as it's for the good of getting rid of the multi-billion-dollar industry that is youth sports. When you say that out loud, youth sports, what used to be solely volunteer, is now a multi-billion-dollar industry.
I apologize for
every
getting you
year.
going on this.
Justin?
That's my fault.
Man.
That's
my guy.
part of try to take over the world is take over youth
Yeah.
sports.
Jeremy Puller says, I was at both games. I think you got it right. Micah took over the game, and so did Ryan on defense, but Rochester, better than RSB. You might not ever get another chance to give it to a lineman. I do see what he's saying there. We don't give linemen too much love. So
I did when my son was a lineman.
Yeah. But he was also a linebacker. Jeremy, I appreciate that, man.
I talked a lot
really
about
do.
Cam Taylor
And Hutton Napier.
and Hutton Napier.
Wait, all these are Monty kids.
Yep.
Dang it, I missed my shot. Jeremy.
We talked a lot of
Jeremy, I'm sorry.
we talked a lot of Jabron Brooks,
Yeah.
Paul Baltazar.
Yeah. All right. Daniel says
Ronnie
when young
Espinal.
teams have a good passer, they go to him. You know what? And I got to say, moving Joey Bozich to receiver, like Hoquiam's got a pretty deep receiving core as well too. Like they got some weapons. Giovanni Koth, good.
Back.
And
He left last year and he came back this
Yeah,
year.
and he's good.
Yeah.
And Lincoln Nemi, he'll go get a jump ball. He uses those basketball skills and like everything that he does in basketball to create space. somehow he just kind of does that, where it's like, that's not a full push off, so he's not going to get a flag, but all of a sudden he's open. That, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Where like,
Yeah.
he's a big kid, and somehow all these faster kids are, they're all of a sudden a few feet away from him right as the ball's getting there. It's something that's just kind of built into some people instinctively.
I think it's
and
a
he's got
Nemi
it.
thing.
That's also true. Having played basketball against his dad, like sometimes you're like, ow, my ribs hurt.
Or like, wait, how did I get on the ground?
Exactly. You're just like, oh, shoot, he's open. I thought I was covering that guy.
When I was in high school, I played basketball against Jeff at the Y one time.
Yeah.
And my experience literally was like, I'm guarding Jeff. Wait a minute. Why am I on the ground? Oh, Jeff is scoring.
I had the same experience covering Coach Barnes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was covering Coach Barnes, who was like 50 years older than me, and I'm like, I've got Coach Barnes. Ouch, my ribs hurt. I'm on the ground. Why is he scoring? I don't know what happened.
It happened so fast.
Also, I was a freshman when Coach Nemi was a senior, along with like Justin Reed and all them. One of Justin Reed's favorite things to do to me at open gym was to dribble the ball around me and then go on the other side of me and get it, and I didn't feel good about that. Yeah.
I feel like we've dug into some pain here for you.
I think it's time for are we doing a 2-minute drill?
Are we winging it?
You know, it's time for a 2-minute drill, which Justin said to wing it.
Yeah.
Let's go, hurry up! Gotta hurry. Hey, 2-minute situation, 44 seconds, hand the ball around. Gonna do it right. 3 jet Buckeye, don't worry.
The 2-minute drill starts now.
The big dumper hit his 57th home run of the season today. Eighth. He has now broken Griffey's record by 2. Daniel, is he going to get to 60?
Dumper's gonna dump. Dude's getting to 60. He's on a roll. He'll hit more in the playoffs. We're going to the playoffs. It's gonna happen. I can't believe how that game ended last night, by the way. Just sick. Can't wait to talk about it a little bit more. So much fun to watch. Justin, college football has been kind of a downer for Andrew and I. I literally have no idea what's going on with North Carolina other than Bill Belichick's their coach. What's going on?
They stink. They got crushed by University of Central Florida yesterday.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, they're 2-2, but the only 2 teams they've beaten were like real bad, like real bad. So they're bad.
Andrew, you watched more of the Seahawks game than any of us today. What was your opinion on that matchup and absolute demolition of the Saints?
The Saints aren't good.
I have opinions on the Seahawks.
Oh. What are your Seahawks opinions?
Well, seeing that Sam Darnold went 14 for 18 with 218 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Kenneth Walker carried 16 times for 38 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't know. My biggest takeaway from this, as I was hearing about what was happening, is like, oh my gosh, they have so many scores for the amount of yards they have. Like, I think at one point it was 28-0, and they had 92 offensive yards.
Dude.
They got 95 all-purpose yards.
Dude.
For a punt return.
Yeah.
The special teams beat the Saints by themselves. Like, you know how it's usually like offense, defense, special teams. It was like...
They're special.
Yeah, we didn't even need the offensive and the defense to beat the Saints. They're so bad.
I did hear something this week, and actually when we shift to Mariners talk, I'm going to give my microphone to Andrew because I think he's going to have more than I will. But I will say, as I was listening to a national podcast this week, and they were talking about like who even are the best because it was a Malik Neighbors conversation. They were like, who even are the best receivers in the league right now?
Yeah.
And once you get past the first tier of like 3 or 4 guys,
Yeah, like
one of the names that comes up
JSN.
immediately.
Yeah.
He's like the 5th best receiver. He's regarded as like the 5th or 6th best receiver in the entire league.
Dude,
He's not big and he's getting open downfield.
Yeah.
I questioned him, but the dude's just open.
Yeah.
He reminds me, this is a dumb thing to say.
I agree.
There was a guy for the Beavers. His name was Mike Hass. And he wasn't the fastest.
Hass or Haas?
I called him Hass.
Yeah. Well,
think
how
it
did
was
you
Hass.
spell it?
I think it was Hass.
Oh, yeah, that's Hass.
I think
That's
it was
Hass. That's Hass.
Dude wasn't the fastest, wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, yet somehow he'd be triple covered and open. And that's kind of what JSN reminds me of. I don't know why, but he's always open, and his body control is ridiculous. He had
Oh, dude,
96
this guy's like
yards.
my age.
He had 96 yards receiving this year, and this game, and he's been over 100 the other 2 games, and he only needed 5 catches to do it this game. Like, the dude has just been a monster this
Mike
year.
Hass played in the NFL.
He did. Didn't get much of a shot.
He played a game for the Chicago Bears and a game for the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, he did not get much of a shot.
6'1", 210.
They have Mike Hass 2.0 on the Beavers right now. His name's like Trey Walker. Almost a spitting image of the dude. Also just makes catches left and right. Do they use him enough? Like, no.
Holy crap.
What?
Mike Hass was a killer in college.
Dude, he was a monster. He was a was he Sean Mannion, or was it one of the other backup quarterbacks? What years did he play?
In 2004, which would have been his junior year, he had 86 catches for 1,379 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah. He was a stud, and you know who he
All three of the years that he recorded that he actually played, he got over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
In college.
He was a monster. Shoot, how do I find that college stats?
And he looks like this.
Yeah, dude looks like he should have been playing like backup safety.
He looks like, I don't want to say.
You don't want to say?
No.
I need to find Derek Anderson's college football stats, because I'm pretty sure Derek
This
Anderson
guy's an
was-
accountant.
Yeah.
He crunches numbers for a living, Mike Hass does.
Dude, he was one of those guys you see in the NCAA basketball tournament who you're like, wow, this guy's hitting like 1,000,000 threes, and next week he's going to be working at an accountant firm and crunching numbers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find Derek Anderson's college numbers. Not that Derek Anderson.
Derek Anderson, who went to backup QBU.
Yeah, backup QBU, Oregon State.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was Mike Hass's. Yeah. Yep, 2004. So it was Derek Anderson just chucking it up deep to Mike Hass.
Oh, dude,
Those were the days.
Man, Daniel. No.
Back when there was a Pac-10.
The days were Sean Mannion to Brandon Cooks. Jaquiz Rogers.
Did you know that Brandon Cooks is still playing?
Yeah.
And he's on the Saints?
Yes.
I didn't know that till today.
Yeah.
They were like, Brandon Cooks with the reception. And I was like, what?
Yeah. It's more like the ghost of Brandon Cooks at this point, but it still counts, I think.
Still counts. It's like Tyler
That
Lockett.
guy in college was the most amazing receiver I've ever seen.
So good.
All he had to do was get a finger on a ball and he was catching it.
So, can we take anything away from today's Seahawks game?
I think Sean Mannion should have got more of a shot in the NFL.
Dude, my guy.
There was nothing to look down on with the Seahawks. Like, they didn't need the offense or the defense to win the game for them.
Yeah.
But the offense looked physical and proficient, and the defense looked absolutely suffocating. So don't get too high, because it didn't look like the Saints were good. But it made me go, hey, I really like where we're going.
You know what I liked about it, Andrew? How many times have the Seahawks played garbage teams?
Yes.
And barely beat them? And this time they're like, hey, you're a garbage team. We're going to win by the first quarter.
At home, which is good, because it's been a while since we've seen them playing well at home.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to try and take away from this. You said you were going to give the mic to Andrew for the baseball talk. Are you ready for Mariners talk?
I'm so ready for Mariners talk, but also I just want to say
Brandon Cooks.
The Mariners are up. No, see, you know what? When we talk about that, though,
yeah,
that was such a fun time because we were so all in.
Dude, we were all in
Beavers football.
Beavers football, Seahawks football. Yeah. I could tell you every draft pick and what college they went to.
We were doing lists of like who's going to make the 53-man roster.
Dude, and I nailed it.
Dialed in.
So dialed in.
Dialed in.
Now I'm like,
and Andrew,
I have no idea who these people are.
If we go back to like pre-Legion of Boom Seahawks.
Yeah.
Where everyone was like, it's the Seahawks. Like, they're great, but they could be okay, but they're always going to disappoint us.
Yeah.
Andrew was the first person ever during the preseason. Ever. During that preseason saying, you know what? Richard Sherman, as you and I were doing the Seahawks, Seattle sports, they always suck. Andrew was going, Richard Sherman's the best player on the field, and this defense might be better than we think.
Yeah.
And then they went on to become the greatest defense of all time. Dude. And Andrew was prophetic.
Dude, my guy,
I think I noticed that they were really good at pass defense on like since Sherman had started like the previous year or something. And it was this random thought where I was like, I'm not actually worried about them on pass. I feel like they're pretty good.
It was like he was also like, dude, Cam Chancellor, if he figures one thing out, is going to be dominant. And then all of a sudden he was just like the best safety in the league.
For me, there's I have two of the people in my close circle, two times that I was like, there's a total Nostradamus moment with someone I know in sports. And one of them was Sean O'Neill telling me, I'm going to go to this Mariners game and try to watch Felix pitch because I think he's going to throw a perfect game. And then he did. And then the other one was Andrew saying, you know what? As Daniel and I were being super pessimistic, being like, this defense is going to be way better than we think. And also, Richard Sherman is really good. He might be the best player on the field. And then watching the LOB turn into what it did. So congratulations, you are on the same level as Sean O'Neill.
That is high praise.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I do remember talking about how I thought the defense was going to be better. I don't ever remember saying that I thought Cam Chancellor was going to be good. I don't know if Daniel... I don't remember that part.
He mentioned the Cam Chancellor thing. The thing to me that stood out the most was you being like, wow, this Richard Sherman guy. This Richard Sherman guy in the preseason, he looks like the best player out there. And guess what? He was.
He was.
Anyway, we could dwell, all day on things that happened 14 years ago, but instead, let's shift to some Mariners talk. Andrew?
They're good.
The Mariners?
They're good. I think they might be good.
Are so good. They won. Did they win 9 or 10 in a row before they lost 1?
I think they won 10 in a row.
10 in a row, lost 1, and now they are hopefully in the process of. It's only the bottom of the 5th, so I'm not going to jinx anything. But they're up 7-1 over the Astros, and if they win this, they will sweep that series and get really close to clinching the AL West pennant. What made this happen?
Cal Raleigh. I'm going to put it all on Cal.
Big dumper.
The big dumper is you can't just put it on him, but he's having the greatest slugging season a catcher has ever had. At the same time as 3 or 4 other there are the Mariners are really good. The Ners are really good. They're not really good all the time.
Daniel loves it when we call them the Ners.
I don't.
Daniel, you take my seat. Andrew, you stay where you are.
Oh, we're doing our old.
You get the big chair.
Shiftaroo here.
Oh no.
The Ners are really good.
He was asking me why what was happening or something. I don't know. Cal's been incredible, but I think the thing is not just that they've actually put a team around the star, which it feels like my entire life the Mariners have been 1 or 2 stars and no one else at any given time.
You're absolutely right. So we had the Julio discussion when he burst onto the scene, and we're like, okay, now support him. And we didn't feel like they did. They got Castillo, and it was like, yeah, Mike Salk will say that was the best deadline of any team that year. And you're like, okay, guy, they got 1 pitcher.
He's a good pitcher.
He's a good pitcher.
And it was exciting when they spent money to extend him.
But this year, they didn't stop at Josh Naylor. He's been the biggest. He's been the biggest part. Justin's just making stupid comments over there. Naylor.
Nails.
But they didn't go,
We
okay,
just
that's
call
enough.
him Nails.
They then got a reliever, and then they're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's go get Eugenio Suarez too.
Except they didn't even say screw it because they didn't. It's not like everyone expected. The catcher, Harry Ford. Everyone expected Harry Ford to get traded.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have to trade him.
Yeah. They didn't trade any of the people we thought they were going to have to trade. They absolutely roost everybody on that freaking trade deadline. They didn't get rid of anybody that we were like, oh, it's going to suck, but we're going to get some good players. Yeah. No, our farm system is still stacked with everybody we're hoping for, and they didn't stop at Naylor, who's been amazing. If they don't re-sign him, I'm going to be so sad.
I am all in on the sign Nails now.
Yes. Do it as quick as possible. The guy's one of the most fun baseball players to watch ever.
He says that he thinks it's easy to hit at T-Mobile Park. You should give the man a blank check.
Exactly. And Julio's turned into second half Julio, which is God
Hall of
mode.
Famer.
Yeah, second half Julio is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Julio in total is probably a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
First half Julio is an okay
a
player.
good defensive player.
But like he's not terrible at offense. He's just not what we want him to be. But then second half Julio is freaking a created player in like old school video games.
Yep.
Where you didn't have to go through like career mode and like grind for 300 hours to get your guy to hit 300.
99.
Exactly. You just shift
99.
every attribute to 99. And their pitching staff has been up and down, but all of a sudden the bullpen's doing great outside of, that grand slam last night. But the starting pitchers are doing awesome. This is a Mariners team that I'm trying so hard, but it's hard not to see their path to the World Series for the first time in Seattle history. And I'm trying not to freak out and think of it. I'm like you, Andrew. You mentioned it earlier. Watch them go get swept by the Rockies next week.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to prepare myself for it because that's what they do to us. They go on these runs of like 10 games in a row, and then they just poop themselves against great teams, and we all freak out, and then they go win 10 in a row again.
I think that it's like we are fans and we are super excited, but there's no way outside of actually going and winning the World Series that we will not that we will not be hiding this dark corner of dread.
Yes.
There's like no matter what happens between now and the end of the World Series.
Yep.
Mariners fans are going to be super excited and scared spitless that it's all going to just crumble because it has so many times before.
Dude, here's a microcosm of that. Last night I'm watching the game.
Justin
we go
found
up,
the mouse.
Yeah, and he found the sound effects. This is a terrible, terrible thing. Dude, last night I'm watching the game. We go up 6-0 early. And in my head, I'm like, you know what? Andrew. In my head, I literally thought, wouldn't this be the most Mariners thing to do?
Yeah, I'm getting emotional, not going to lie.
And then just blow it.
Yeah, I'm getting emotional, not going to lie.
So then Jeremy Pena comes up and hits a grand slam, and I'm like, I freaking knew it.
That was an overreaction.
I don't know what's going on. What is he playing? And then
It's better this way.
Victor Robles flies out of nowhere, which was awesome.
Incredible.
But
it is now
also
time for Daniel Hargrove to overreact.
You should put headphones on. Everyone, including the camera guy, were watching Julio going,
yes.
Oh, is Julio going to make it? It's going to be a long run.
And then Victor out of nowhere.
Victor Robles, wearing a Superman suit,
you didn't know it at the time.
Flew across in front of the camera.
Yes. Dear Lord, have you been doing this the whole time?
Yes.
I just put headphones on. But also, I'm so like normally, oh gosh, when was it? The Mariners were playing a team recently, and one of the other players on the other team just made like 2 absolutely boneheaded mistakes in a row, and it led them. It was in one of their 13-inning games.
It was the center fielder, wasn't it?
No. It wasn't the center fielder.
Oh.
But it was a base runner, and he made. You remember the game that I'm talking about? Like, he didn't tag on a deep fly ball to right field, and then he ended up getting doubled off, doing like a complete boneheaded thing.
I don't remember.
And it was in that game they won 13-0. I don't care if I'm in the shot. You're playing random sound effects the whole time. No, and
Yeah, I'm getting emotional, not going to lie.
gosh darn it. I remember watching that game. I watched that game, and I actually felt bad for that guy.
Yeah.
But this is the Astros. I did not feel bad for Myers.
Wait, what
that was such a dumb thing to
looking.
do. He was looking at it.
That's the thing that, like,
and also
so in the moment, my wife and I were screaming at each other and at the TV, and I think we did not realize that the TV even showed the third out, because we were like, what's happened? And they're like, the game's over, and we're like, what happened to the third out?
Which is so funny.
So a funny thing, because I did not play baseball.
Yeah.
The rules of baseball, I know them. It's not like basketball where I'm like,
what just happened?
I have no idea what the rules are. I thought that you weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh well, yeah, but you can get away with that. And I'm like,
yeah,
but what?
Where it's like holding's allowed on every play as long as the ref doesn't decide not to.
I know the rules of baseball, but they're not ingrained. Like they're not like second nature.
Right.
My brain was like, oh, he's got to throw it home. And then I was like, multiple seconds later, I was like, oh, of course, the guy left early, so he just has to throw. But it wasn't until we found it on X, like the clip, and we were watching it. They did show show it. Honestly, why did he toss it? He should have made that unassisted.
He should have just ran it in.
That would have been incredible.
That would have been so funny.
He tossed it. He did run it in. He tossed it when he was like 10 feet away from the bag.
Well, he also tossed it to Polanco. Yeah. And then Polanco tossed it to Crawford.
Oh, is that okay?
Robles literally could have ran it all the way in and got a 9 unassisted double play, which I'm not sure has ever happened before in the history of baseball. You're right. That would have been sick. But here's the thing. Andrew. Where are you? Yes, those are my keys. What are you doing?
This seems like there's no downside for me.
I don't. And Justin just stole my keys.
He didn't ask for my keys.
And he just said, "Don't worry about it."
I know where my keys are.
Anyway,
I didn't.
This
lock
is
my
more
car.
important than Justin joyriding my car. Even if it's his daughter joyriding, like he's gonna teach his 10-year-old daughter how to drive in my car. This is more important. When you are not the tying run, you do not make risks. You don't take risks. Every baseball player listening to me right now, look into my eyes. If you are not the tying run and you are down in a baseball game, you don't take risks.
Station to station.
Station to station. You make darn sure, because your run, they say it doesn't matter. That's not a good description. It does matter, but it's not the risk-taking matter. It's because
your run has to happen,
and then runs have to happen behind you.
Yeah.
So for Myers to take that risk, it's like, dude, just wait a half second more. If the ball's down, you still have a decent chance to score.
Well, and that's you don't need to score, because if you're gonna win, you're gonna if you're gonna make the comeback, you don't have to stretch it home.
Yes.
So he should have just been
watching
and going.
Because if the ball drops, and even if it doesn't get by Julio, who was also sliding, he goes to third. The guy behind him goes to second. That's the run that counts. That guy is now in scoring position. And yet he's leaving early like, I better try and make it home. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And
Welcome
you know
back,
what?
Justin.
It's the type of thing that, like, in a slow pitch softball game, I'll say something vague, and then afterwards I'll be like, darn it, Daniel, you need to be specific. You're playing with softball players.
We were playing with Andrew, who knows the rules, but
Yeah,
they're not
so
embedded in his soul.
In a softball game, I would say something like, Andrew, we need 4 runs.
Yeah.
Be smart. And you're like...
And I'll be like, stretch it to 3? Okay.
And you're like, I'm going to try and score on a single from first? Okay. And I'm like... And then you get out at home on what sometimes would be an okay risk.
Yeah.
But in that situation, it's not an okay risk because we need like 3 more runs and it's the last inning. And that's the thing. It's like, dude, there's so many like random baseball IQ plays that happen in the literal major leagues where I'm just like... You guys have been playing your entire freaking lives, and the part I get most upset about is half the time it's Julio, and I'm like, dude, you're like a legit like MVP type player, and you can't remember to like do something normal and not get thrown out at home plate for no reason. Anyway,
if we could just put
okay.
Nail's
I'm okay.
brain
in
Julio's body,
you would break Ricky Henderson's stolen base record. If Josh Naylor's brain was in Julio Rodriguez's body, you would break Ricky Henderson's stolen base record.
The dude would hit singles and score from third every game.
Yes. Dude. Josh Naylor stole second on a left-handed pitcher like it was nothing. Dude, it's hilarious. All right, Justin, you need to come back here because I assume that you did not prepare for a Stump Daniel.
I did not.
But guess what I did since our roles are reversed?
Oh.
I prepared a Stump A.
Serving questions up on a silver platter where the points are made up and the rules don't matter. Time for Stump Daniel.
Justin, yes, sorry. Forgot to hop in there. All right.
I'm
Justin.
locked in.
I'm going in your wheelhouse.
Uh-oh.
But also throwing in the disclaimer because I acted like I was all prepared.
Okay.
Remember when I went to the bathroom just now?
Yeah.
I typed into Grok. I said, I need 5 trivia questions for North Carolina basketball.
Okay.
Increasing in difficulty.
Wow. Did it give him to you?
And Grok was like, my guy. I got you.
Grok was like, king.
Yeah.
So we talk about this. Andrew's custom instructions for Grok are like, cut out all the crap. Don't compliment me. Don't pretend like I need you to placate my feelings. Just give me the information as simply as possible to the point that his Grok tells him one word.
Wow. That's impressive.
Daniel is like, his is like, Grok, will you please tell me that I look pretty today?
Yeah.
When you answer the question.
Grok's like, why, yes, I will create another animated image of a blonde lady with 3 toddlers in a cartoon, like anime style. And I'm like, here, Courtney, here's what you guys look like in anime style. Andrew and I use Grok for very different things.
Green.
Yeah.
That's the answer Andrew got earlier.
Green. What?
I asked which color for the microphone and headphones. There are color codes for it, and I never remember which one. And I asked which one was for the microphone, and he said green.
Green.
When normally it would have said, oh, good question. Colors can be tricky. The answer is green.
Dude,
is there anything else I can help you with?
Dude, Grok is very verbose. I didn't know that I could train it to just give one-word answers.
Well, Andrew's good at stuff.
All right. Dude, now I want to look at the actual answer because I took a screenshot of it to make it easier, but it was so much more verbose. Okay. It says, here are 5 North Carolina Tar Heels trivia questions arranged from easiest to most difficult.
Okay.
This one is worth 1 point. Dude, I hope it just made up stuff.
Fake trivia.
I hope it just made up stuff.
Fivia.
Andrew tried this a couple weeks ago, and it was like, here's a bunch of trivia that was true in 2013. It was wild. It was like, Grok, what are you doing, my guy? Hold on.
What I did.
What you did was
I found
the way my leg was.
There was a blog post from 2013 with a bunch of trivia, and I asked Grok to update it and tell me which were still true.
Oh.
And Grok did well, except for one, I believe.
Gotcha. All right, Justin. There's a possible, let's see, 1, 3, 6, 10,
You're
15.
bad at counting.
There's a possible 15 points with some possible bonus points in here.
Okay.
First question. 1 point.
Yep.
What is the official mascot of North Carolina Tar Heels?
Like the suit.
What is the mascot? I will ask the question.
Okay, sorry. I would say their mascot is the Tar Heels, but like the guy that dresses up in the suit is a ram.
Yeah, but
his name's Ramses.
There you go. All right. Gosh, I had to really talk him through that. Andrew.
Should I only get half a point for that?
Gosh. I'm too generous with these. I should have punched him in the face.
I almost named my dog Ramses.
But
I got
also-
voted down on that.
Also, when it's as confusing as North Carolina because they are the Tar Heels and then they have a ram and then that ram is named Ramses. It's like the Mariners. The Mariners have a moose and the moose doesn't have a name. But their AAA affiliate is a reindeer that does have a name. Like
The reindeer's pretty cool though. Andrew
he
and I
is.
had some up close experience with the reindeer a couple weeks ago. We fist bumped the reindeer.
Was the gorilla also there? My kids loved the gorilla.
Yeah, the one that plays a saxophone. Is it?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
My kids were all about the saxophone.
It's pretty
gorilla.
cool.
Yeah. They were so upset that they did not get to see
when I went
like
with
up close.
When I went a couple years ago with Mac,
yeah,
the gorilla playing the saxophone was like 3 seats away from us. It was so cool,
dude. He was like 15 rows below us.
When Andrew and I were there, it was like he was clear on the other side of the stadium.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so you got
the
1 point.
Reindeer's funny though.
Dude. Yeah, I love that. Minor league baseball is legit.
Yeah. The whole section. What's the reindeer's name again?
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Our whole section, except for us, Andrew and I didn't participate, but like our whole section was chanting "Rhubarb, Rhubarb," and he's on the dugout like dancing. And he's like, I see you guys."
Yes.
It was pretty cool.
Dude, I love that so
It
much.
was so fun.
I love reindeers games.
Yeah.
All right, this is the easy moderate question.
Okay.
According to Grok.
All right.
Which legendary... Oh, I get it. Legendary...
Legend. Wait for it.
I hope you're not lactose intolerant. Dairy. Basketball coach led the Tar Heels to multiple NCAA championships and is known for the 4 corners offense.
Dean Smith.
Boom. He got it on 1 that time, Andrew. I didn't have to help him. That's 2 points. You have 3 out of a possible 3 points, Justin.
Thank you. You didn't dock me a half a point on that first one?
No, I should, but I'm too nice. All right, Justin.
That is your greatest
I'm
downfall.
Getting emotional, not gonna lie.
Dude. Just throwing this out there.
Yeah.
Because you guys have played that clip like 500 times since Justin was on. I got emotional during the football broadcast of the Bobcats in Stellicum when a kid broke his leg.
Oh.
Kid broke his leg, and then like everybody was praying for him, including both teams got together. I got emotional. Also, I'm a weird boss because we were doing interviews for new employees, and I cried in 2 separate interviews. I'm the weirdest person ever. Dude,
that is weird. I might need more information on that later.
I'll give it to you later.
Okay.
I'm a weird human. All right. Number 3. Moderate, according to Grok. In which year did North Carolina, their men's basketball team, win their first NCAA national championship? I thought this was kind of tough for a moderate question, Justin. This is worth 3 points. What is it? First year. National natty, as you would call it. When did they win the natty?
1982.
Dude, you are so freaking far away, it's not even close. It's 1957. Like, freaking... 1982? That's a good point.
I was not born yet in 1982.
It was a stretch for him to say 1982.
That's when Michael Jordan hit the game-winning. That's when Michael Jordan hit the game-winning shot, and I couldn't remember if they had won one before that.
Dude, my guy. That was terrible. Just a poor effort.
I don't feel good about that.
That was like, dude, 1957. I mean, freaking like Russians were still flying all over the place doing Russian stuff. Shut up, Andrew. Yeah.
Russians are still flying around doing Russian stuff. They're just using drones now.
No. It's not the same. Don't worry about it. All right, Justin, you've got 3 out of a possible 6 points now.
Okay.
And things are going downhill.
Yeah, they are.
All right, this is the moderate hard question according to
what
Grouch.
Russia is.
Do you know where Iowa is?
Oh, you got me.
Yeah.
Geography. It's just around the corner.
Okay. Sean dropped. No, I'll leave that for later. I don't need to bring that up now. It's a potato-related fact. Okay. Moderate hard question worth 4 points.
Okay.
Who is the Tar Heels? I figure, like, knowing you,
Yeah.
this question should have been 3 and the other one should have been 4.
Okay.
Just knowing who you are.
Yeah.
Who is the Tar Heels all-time leading? Well, I got to set it up, you know. I'm hedging my bets here. Make
Tyler
it feel bad.
Hansbrough.
There you go. Bonus. Who is their all-time leading scorer? I knew you would know that one. Bonus point.
That's my era, bro.
Bonus point.
Yeah.
How many points?
Okay, let's see. 6,947.
Dude, you get negative bonus points for how bad that guess was. 6,000 what?
947.
In 4 years?
Yeah.
Imagine how many points he'd have to score per game to get to that.
29.
No. The dude scored 2,872 points.
Oh, wow.
Like, you were so far off. That was so bad. I should stop the game right now. That was as bad as me making the Russia comment before. We're even now. I won't take any points away from you, but, like, that was a similarly bad guess. All right, this is the 5-point question.
Okay.
Currently, you have 7 out of 10 points.
Okay.
But this is the big one. Because you could end up not in the Duke zone. You're out of the Duke zone.
Okay.
But you could end up in, like, the Virginia West, like that zone.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be there.
You need this. Yeah,
That's worse. That's worse.
The
That's
Wolfpack
worse.
zone is worse. Like, I'm being generous here.
The Virginia zone is kind of neutral, but it's just a place you don't want to be.
Yeah,
like
because there's not many points scored there.
No, it's boring.
It's very boring.
And just like stifling.
And the guy I like, you know, as I get older, the more I'm like, you know what? You left Wazoo.
Yeah.
Not like, you used to be a Coug. Now I'm more like, you know what? I have less grace for you, John Mateer. I mean, sorry.
Too.
All right. Gosh, college sports is weird right now. Okay. Which Tar Heel player was the first to be named? Oh, wow. This is an interesting question. This is the first time I'm reading it, too.
Okay.
Named ACC Player of the Year 3 times.
Phil Ford.
My guy! Let's go!
All right. What zone did I end up in?
12 out of 15 points. You are in the Texas Tech Red Raider
Okay.
zone. Bonus point.
Yeah.
If you get one of these years right, but what 3 years was it?
73.
So it's 3 years. You just said one.
70. I'll go 72 to 74.
You were kind of close, but you didn't hit any of the right years. Oh, dang it. It was 76, 77, 78.
Oh, dang it.
You were in the 70s.
Yeah.
And that was way before you were born. So I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Phil Ford was really good, I assume. I don't know. Never watched him play.
That's gonna do it for Stump to Justin. This has been
That was kind of a stump Daniel.
Shut up, Andrew.
I was way off.
Nobody can hear you anyway. You don't have a microphone.
As Daniel well pointed out, I was way off on that one question.
You're so far off.
Yeah.
You're as far off as me saying like Russians.
The thing is, you started like you had an idea of what direction you were going to go.
I did.
And then you just chickened out.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It's like in the 40s, Germany doing Germany things.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was it. I didn't put any. Do we have any mailbag weird topics you want to talk about?
No.
I left something in there. Public proposals. What's that about? That was from last week. Also, all the nicknames at the end of the show are from last week. So,
public proposals.
By the way, why am I the only one editing the show sheet? Like, Andrew, you've had nothing to do this whole time. You couldn't throw something in there.
I was curious to see what you were going to come up with.
Also, he did help troubleshoot some of the issues we were having here.
Shut up. He hasn't done anything since the show started.
Andrew and Angel are the only reasons why we had a show today because I came in here. He tried to type in my Wi-Fi password, which is Bulldogs, and his computer rejected it. By the way, my Wi-Fi password, Bulldogs, in case anyone needs to know.
Capital B?
Capital B.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there an exclamation point?
Nope. Just
All right.
Bulldogs.
If you need to use the internet.
a few weeks ago, I had a couple of Aberdeen students over for lunch on a Sunday. And they were like, "Oh, what's our Wi-Fi? What's the Wi-Fi password?" And I said, "It's Bulldogs with a capital B," and one of them is a football player for Aberdeen. And he literally went, "Oh."
Did he say, "I'll use my data"?
No, he typed it in. He typed. I won't out him. I won't say who it was.
Don't say who it was.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Just the fact there was an Aberdeen football player at my house.
Yeah.
He would be an outcast on his own team.
You guys are becoming Aberdeen fans.
You shut your dirty mouth.
I am like
I'm just kidding.
No BS. I'm kind of invested in what Aberdeen's doing. I know a few kids on this team.
Yeah.
And I'm going to root for them.
Are you sure it's not just because our pastor's on the coaching staff?
That's a part of it. But, Luke. I know Luke.
I do know Luke.
I
know Luke.
I know a couple of other players who play on this team.
Yeah.
And I always root for Hoquiam too. I just don't really know anybody on that team.
Yeah.
So
Except for Moses.
I'm kind of a Bobcat, right? I don't even really know Moses. All I know is he smoked a line drive into center field, and I ran over and swiped it. So he didn't get the triple that he would have ended up with.
You didn't play church league this year?
Yeah.
Freaking Moses, all he does is hit line drives and grounders into right field, and then he ends up on second base somehow.
Yeah.
And you're like, how did...
It's with gross base running.
I didn't see you. When did you get over there? How did that happen?
Yeah, he's real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real fast. He makes fast people look...
Yeah. Well, and I kind of know Joey too, but I don't really know him very well. I mean, he was in my Sunday school classes when he was a kid.
Joey
Bozich.
Oh, yeah.
Like grade school, but I don't really know. We haven't talked much since then.
Yeah.
So
Lincoln goes to our church.
Yeah, Lincoln, and I know Lincoln a little bit.
Yeah.
But we haven't really talked much face to face. There's just a couple kids.
See, I'm just trying to throw Hoquiam people at you.
Yeah. Not literally.
Just chuck. I'm not big enough to throw Lincoln at anybody.
Yeah.
Lincoln's too big.
I'm invested in this game. I want to watch it. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. My wife is a Bobcat alum.
That's
One
true.
of my best friends is a Bobcat alum.
Who?
Andrew Gross.
He's not a Bobcat alum.
Well, he played sports in
He
Aberdeen.
swam. Does that even
It
count?
counts. He's a Bobcat. Wait, what was your team? What was your swim team called?
The Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Until my senior year.
And then it was the Bobcats. I'm not even sure if I'm technically a Hoquiam alum. Like, I don't get invited to like the
when
reunions.
you went through Running Start, did you do it through Hoquiam?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you are technically.
Then why don't they invite me to the reunions?
Maybe they don't like you.
Ouch.
You know what's funny?
No.
That, like, the
Now I
last
feel
time
bad.
I was on the show,
Yeah.
when we did that thing, was like where it was like, how would you react if your wife asked you
If I was athletic?
If you were do you ever wish that you were athletic?
Yeah.
Like, when I hear that someone doesn't like me, no feelings
Right.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
When you hear,
You assume that nobody likes
I
you.
assume that everyone doesn't like me. So for me, it's like if I find out that someone likes me, I'm like, oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. It's kind of a bonus. You assume that everyone likes you.
That's
So
true.
when you hear so and so doesn't like me, it hurts you a little bit.
It does. Like, I'm still waiting for that call. Like, from my last reunion. Yeah, that's true, dude. My guy, we were getting announced for like our state basketball team, and they were like Daniel Hargrove, and I looked out at the student body, and people were going, "Who the is that guy?" And then I found like a couple of my friends who like played other sports with me, and they're like, "Oh, he's homeschooled," and they're like,
Oh, one of those people.
"Weird. Does he know how to read?" Like stuff like that. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna do it for our show today. I
Yeah.
think. Can you start doing stuff again? Because this is really hard.
Sure.
Like I'll do more than I used to,
Okay.
but you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Not
And-
so much the last couple of months, but prior to that,
I
did a lot.
You know, I'm not commuting a lot, so I have a little bit more brain space. But the lack of sleep the last few weeks been pretty brutal.
Yeah. And when you told us what your sleep schedule was like lately, my immediate response was, man, when I was in my 20s, I would have been like, suck it up.
Yeah.
That's my life. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? You only sleep 4 hours a night.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, dear God, please no.
Exactly.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
I'm 40 now.
Gross.
You guys are not that far behind me.
No.
I'm so old.
Dude, like when you were born, like the Russians were still flying around
Doing Russian things. They're still flying around. They're just using drones now.
for our producer. Doesn't have a mic, but talks like he does. Andrew Gross.
And for my co-host, Daniel, Russians flying around doing Russian things, Hargrove.
And for my co-host, Justin.
Can't be stumped by Tar Heel trivia.
Damn, what was the thing that you were really bad at? Never mind.
Most things.
Damashevitz.
Getting the technology set up.
I've been listening to the scrimmage.
Really bad at that.
Oh, Justin.
I'm producing.
Justin,
I forgot.
You have to hit end broadcast.
End broadcast.